What up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Killer K, aka K-Lev, in that building. Hey, tell me how you feeling. That's my little get up, my little slogan, you know what I'm saying? If you're new to this channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button with the post notification bell. And if you're not new, welcome back. I'd love to have you all here. I look very oily, but that's okay. What's up, Melanie?
I said you shining today, ain't you?
A little bit. I'm gleaming. What's up, Melanie? Nice to see you here. So yeah, if you would like to book a personal reading, you guys just go ahead and click the description box below. It has my website. If you click the readings tab, you'll see that that's where you'll get all the options. I am taking questions tonight. I do remember you. Hi, Leslie. Hi, everybody. Hi, Boy Cloud. Nice to see y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to take some questions tonight. So if you have any questions, let us know. We're doing it on Clubhouse as well. So YouTube meets Clubhouse. YouTube times Clubhouse collaboration happening in real time. With your boy, Master. This is Master in real time. So follow him on Clubhouse. Okay, shout yourself out.
So I am Master Splinter, and I also go by The Jedi Returned on Instagram and Twitter. So you can check my website in the link in the bio on Instagram and Twitter. That's where you can go and you can book me for readings, oracle card readings, intuitive healing, and also guided meditations, which I do provide also.
Yes. All right. So yeah, we're doing Clubhouse questions. So you guys may hear some people on Clubhouse. Okay. So that's how we're doing it right now. We just doing it how we doing it. All right. So yeah, we're having some conversations about divine feminine and divine masculine energy also in regards to,
yes.
You know, integrating the energy. So we're going to do this collective reading and then we're going to dig into the questions. Everybody cool with that? Everybody good?
Mm-hmm. And I do know that we have Miss Darcel first up. So after we do our collective reading, then we'll tap in with Miss Darcel and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, we can bounce back and forth from YouTube to Clubhouse. All right, so
so just before you guys continue, I'm just stepping in my little mod stuff. I just want to bring Manuela up just so we can just really solidify this space and come to our little, you know, sacred space with all bells and stuff.
Sounds good.
She's gonna do a sound bath.
That energy. So this actually came up and I'm excited. So yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you.
You guys, we're doing a sound bath. So yeah. Boy Cloud said, what is your sign?
Pisces.
He's a Pisces. So yeah. Anyways. All right, let's do a sound bath, you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the Clubhouse sound bath that we're about to do.
Are you ready, Manuel?
I'm sorry. I'm about to be home. I'm trying.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Okay.
That's about that.
Oh, no, you're good. We'll come back to it then. We'll go ahead and tap in with the collective.
And then before we do the questions, we'll do the sound bath.
I'd love to play this album.
Thank you. We appreciate you, Manuela.
You guys. Love you guys.
Everybody follow Manuela. YouTube folks, follow Manuela.
Yes,
go ahead and make a Clubhouse and follow our girl Manuela. She's really awesome. And she's very essential to how all of this operates.
Much love to her. And be safe on your way home, too. Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Let's check this collective reading, see what we get. Since I got a whole channel of information that just went out. So if y'all were here, so definitely tap into that. I can't remember the full information of what I gave, but I know the biggest thing was just looking into the differences and the changes that are coming and just tapping into those things, tapping with your soul tribe and family, definitely. But let's see what the collective energy is for the collective and go from there. First card coming up for me is a co-communication creation. And I believe that's going to tap back into that tribe aspect of information coming through family. But not just what we initially thought to be family, but allowing tribe to feed us as family, allowing tribe to feed our heart space, like tap in with those folks who are like-minded. As I'm looking at this card here, I'm seeing the illumination of the third eye and the mind, but I'm also seeing the portal of the heart. And what that's giving me is just those who can feed your mind will also be able to, will also tap in with those who can also feed your heart as well as feed your mind. Family, whether that be family, whether that be friends, whether that be whoever it is, to Have those people close and dear to you. Those are the people we need right now. There's a lot of change and a lot of things happening in this world, a lot of things that people are seeing, things are going down, things that aren't necessarily fit into where life is what it once was. But not allowing yourself to feed into those things, but giving yourself the space to tap in with those friends and family who can feed the heart and feed the mind, keep you out of those dark spaces, and give you the energy and the space and feed back into you like you need to be fed into, and just give you that safe space. It's time to really, really get to that. There's a lot going on with COVID and changes happening and things like that, but we were never, even in those same instances, we were never alone. We always had those connections to those people, and it's time to just tap into that space. And even with the portal itself being connected to the mind, allowing your heart to feed your mind, not your mind feed your heart. So it's just a lot of changes coming through. I'm definitely feeling.
Yeah, definitely a lot of changes, and I love that heart energy and like acknowledging the intelligence of the heart. That impulses sometimes are instinctual, and sometimes they're just impulses, you know what I mean? And so distinguishing an impulse that is natural and beneficial for your instinctual way of life, you know what I mean, versus impulses that are a byproduct of societal constructs to avoid and evade going into spaces that we want to kind of, you know what I mean, not acknowledge. So kind of what I'm getting, were you finished?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done? Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
So what I'm getting here too is that right now is a really important time here for us to like have intentions, have positive intentions, and put our intentions towards a new way of relating, living, like freeing yourselves from boundaries, constraints, ideas that things are too hard, or if it's too easy, it's not worth it, or things that just kind of like have stumbled us as a collective previously, because those energies that we stumble upon when we kind of want to go back into an old way of thinking, they create time loops for us. So we end up dealing with age-old issues. You know what I mean? That's why they have, like, we were in the crystal store today in Austin, and I noticed that they had a lot of spells and things for love and attracting certain things. And to me, that was just kind of, I mean, I'm not trying to knock anybody's whatever they do, but for me personally, to do a love spell, that's karmic, because love is a spell itself.
Right.
How are you doing a spell on top of a spell? No, this is the societal construct of what is being projected as love, and they're turning that into a spell. And so that's how you are dispelling life's natural magic, which is love, joy, enlightenment. You know what I mean? These are things that you don't have to buy. These are things that, you know what I mean? Like, so I kind of feel that energy of like having new intentions in regards to how you want to begin again, in regards to, the death and rebirth process here that it looks like is happening. But I also see this really cool energy here with friendship and playfulness. And I feel like this is very interesting to me. This kind of this talks to me about like making friends. Some of you guys may, even from what I'm seeing, may start to have dreams and experiences in the astral realms with people that you're familiar with, or you may meet somebody in the astral realms and then meet them in real life and never had that physical connection before. Like you may just see somebody in the astrals and then literally see them in real life. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's me.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a really good thing. Like there's a lot of connections taking place. And even in general, even if you're not meeting them in the physical form, the fact that you're making astral friends, like I'm getting this energy of making astral friends and doing work in your dream realms here. Some more energy that I got though is that there is something in regards to emerging here. There is some energy coming up. I feel like the pathway to your abundance, your joy, the things that you want are going to be given to you, but you're going to have to pay attention and really listen to what spirit is telling you and really follow your spirit, because your spirit is tapped into source and source is guiding you. It's all moving and expanding in a certain direction. So be aware and pay attention and listen. You know what I mean? In regards to the messages that you're getting, if you're getting messages to move somewhere else, if you're getting messages to be around different people, change up your environment, whatever it is, do that, because spirit is wanting to reward you. But because you're in the physical form, you have to physically do something different. You have to physically take that step. You are the one that's living. Your team of spirits and guides and angels are around you, guiding you, but you are the one that is physically on the ground. You are the ground crew. You know what I mean? They're feeding you the directions, like, okay, up ahead is going to be this, this, and that. So take this path over here, do this. But if you don't do that, then you run into the very thing that your spirit is guiding you away from. So just pay attention to spirit. There's going to be a lot coming up with that. So that's the energy I get just for the collective side of things. I also got a new deck, you guys, and I just really wanted to like let everybody know I have the Syrian Starseed Tarot deck, and it's legit, too legit to quit. So yeah, had to bring that thing up on here. So yeah, I don't want to keep anybody waiting to get their questions answered. We can like dip back into the energy as it resonates.
Yeah. We'll definitely have some conversation afterwards too. I know, of course, Kay, you did have for your YouTube, we were talking about the divine masculine and feminine also too. So after we got done with some of the readings tonight, if any of you guys that are in the room would like to stay for the discussion, feel free to stay, and we'll have that discussion afterwards also too. So we can just have a nice flowing night of just information and fulfillment and just blessings going all around. So.
Right on.
Right on. So, Miss Darcel, we're going to start with you tonight.
Wait,
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Manuela, do your thing, my lovely. Do your thing.
That was really good. That was
Yes.
That was literally perfect. Like,
that was perfect.
Just tuned up that energy.
I love it. Yes. I feel good. Ooh, I feel good. All right. Did you have anything to say, Nels?
Yeah, I was trying not to. But I just whilst Manuela did that samba, I was seeing a dove. I was seeing a dove being released, and it was just flying and hovering over the sky. But then it dipped down and it rested on someone's shoulder. And I felt like this was representative to someone who is experiencing a lot of weight, a lot of heaviness, and not knowing how to shift it. That dove that just rested is that confirmation of peace that you just need to learn to rest in. So I don't know who that message is for. I feel like it's someone in this particular room, but I saw that dove and just felt like I needed to release that message.
Thank you so much, Nams, for channeling that for, whoever needs to hear it.
Like I needed that too myself.
I was gonna say I didn't want to make it about me, but I definitely was like I needed that. I know I did.
I know for a fact I needed that too.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm new here, so I like to go after, maybe ask some questions. So I don't know what I'm in, but I'm open to it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being open and ready to receive whatever it is that you're open to receive. That's just kind of how this works. Like, you have to have a certain level of openness, and here you are, allowing yourself to be present in this space for yourself. So that's beautiful. So did you say that you wanted to go? Did you say you're going right now, right? Is that what you said? Just want to confirm.
I would like to just feel it out the room, and I can go maybe the 4th or 5th.
Okay, no problem. We respect it. Yeah, we respect it. No worries. Latoya, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask, or any specific questions, or did you have any general questions for us?
I'm open, but my main focus right now is my business. So just insight on my next steps and anything regarding my business.
Okay, perfect. We can go ahead and get that question done. If you want to go first, you can go first. Or I can go first. But yeah, what's up, Aisha? How's it going? So for my YouTube folks, if you guys have any questions, also just leave your questions. They're donation based, but I do appreciate the love and support. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on YouTube, don't hesitate to leave your questions in the live chat. Okay, let's get some messages here for Latoya.
Messages.
In regards to her business, please. I think it's cool to see like people in the spiritual community who do the same things, almost like you know what I mean, work together.
I love the fact that we just have the opportunity to come together and be able to do this together, and this is beautiful. Like doing it separately, it's like it's so much different actually being able to come in contact and be in the same place, just being able to have blessing to do this together. So it's been wonderful. But for Latoya, energy for Latoya about business.
Aisha, I did get that PayPal. Thank you so much. And Leslie, any question you have, it doesn't matter what your question is. Whatever you're willing for everybody to hear openly. If you want to do a more private reading, you guys, the information for YouTube is in the description box below. If any of you guys want to book a private reading with us on Clubhouse, our information is on our socials, so follow us in the bio. Thank you. So let's see what's going on for Latoya in regards to her business. I heard springtime, and I'm also hearing summertime.
I'm getting fired because my first car pull. And then I got freedom for my second car pull. So it's interesting to see that come out. With the fire, I'm hearing death and rebirth. But I'm hearing through the fire. I'm hearing that song through the fire. Oh yeah. But I'm getting like trials and tribulations, but I'm also hearing that freedom coming through. I'm hearing like almost like an end of the road, end of the line type feeling coming through. Like it feels like a new opportunity coming up that's going to give you some freedom that's going to come through, but it's going to be some trial and tribulation that's coming through with that. Death of an old and entering of a new is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling coming through. Does that resonate with you at all, Ms. Latoya?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting that energy. So whatever this new opportunity that's coming up, I'm definitely hearing freedom coming through with that. But you're going to want to keep your eyes open, definitely, because it's going to be some loops and some hurdles that you're going to have to go through, but that freedom is going to come through if you come through that rebirth and that fire that's going to come up with it. Definitely understanding and feeling the feeling of releasing once you have this new opportunity come up, because you're gonna have to step fully into this new opportunity when it comes to you. So you're gonna have to kill or burn everything. Purify is the word that's coming up for me right now. Killing all of the old and stepping fully into the new. That's where you're truly gonna have that freedom coming through. You got anything else? You got anything to elaborate on it?
I got this new deck, like I said, and I feel like there is the Ascension card came up with the 9 of Cups. So for me, that's talking about in regards to your business that it's almost like I'm getting this energy that you will have everything that you need and your wish fulfillments are going to come true here in regards to your business. Things are going to get better for you. If things have even been stagnant for you, they're going to start moving. But I feel as though the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is challenging you to upgrade your belief system to match your new reality, upgrade your reality. So don't just shoot for what you can settle for. Shoot for something that people have to tell you you're crazy to believe you can do that. But the fact that you believe it is what matters. Not what other people say, not, you know what I mean? The fact that so I'm getting like, let yourself open up yourself. It's like this flower that I feel is beautiful and ready to bloom, but is like closing off its beauty. in the work, whatever work you do, there's beauty in it. There's something beauty in it in regards to possibly even, you know, the beauty that you're living your soul purpose, the beauty that you feel good helping others, or whatever it is that you do for work, the beauty of it, right? Upgrade your wishes. It's almost like you surpassed a goal that you set for yourself in your business. And now it's time to set higher goals to reach higher heights. But there could be some energy of mentally trying to balance that out. Like there could be some doubt a little bit, like, is it possible? Or, you know, so there could be some creative blockage in regards to coming up with new ideas to market or new ideas to like kind of get the energy flowing with your business. But really the answer to that is just to upgrade your wish. What can you dream of? The biggest dream that you have. What can you dream of? Even if it doesn't seem possible to you right now, what can you dream of? Because this is stable and long lasting here. There's something that you need to manifest that is stable and long lasting here, but it requires you to upgrade your belief system and how you believe you can accomplish things and what you can accomplish, what you're capable of, if that makes any sense here. Does that resonate with you?
I just wrote that wild dream on paper today. So yeah, I just put that on paper today.
Yep, there you go. Look at that. So yeah, you're definitely creating the reality that you want, and it's just about continuing to come up with these more creative ideas, more like, because we're in a society that limits our power. It tells us you can't do this, you can't do that, or you know, this isn't, you know, it's like, nah, we got hella power. We came into a society that just told us to make it smaller. Mm-hmm. So once we like expand past that, that's it. That's it. So think of the most craziest thing you can dream of for how powerful you want to be, how successful you want your business to be, and then let spirit work through you. Let spirit give you those channels through dreams, through visions, through just speaking to people or people speaking to you to inspire that fire in you to keep growing, right? And that's your passion. That's your creativity. So I see that being what's going on in your business currently. I hope I've answered that question for you.
Gratitude. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Miss Latoya. Appreciate you. Gratitude for
Love
you.
and blessings. Gratitude to you all and your guides. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Blessings. Thank you.
Love you. I felt that.
Peace.
That was amazing. I'm ready. Please.
No problem.
Wait, before we go there, Spirit just led me to ask Manuela just to do one more sound bath for Latoya. This is an activation for you. Wow. This is an activation for you. Sound is an amplification.
Can we like
I want
switch
you to
off the
just take
questions
a
like
moment,
from Clubhouse here?
infuse
Because
all
then
your
like we
attention
have the
into this
question
moment
here.
and
But I want to
recognize
tell
how
them I don't want to
fucking
do that
powerful you are. Go manifest some shit. So go on, Manuela. Ashe, walk in your power, Empress. Walk in your power.
I keep feeling those activations in my heart.
I just wanted to say thank you to Master because when you pulled the fire card first, that's my sun sign. So, like, all of this was so divine. Thank you all so much.
You are so welcome.
I appreciate you. Like I said, thank you for showing up for yourself to receive these messages.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, this is K-Love here. But I just wanted to say, sorry, Darcel, just let you know, I'm doing like a live on my YouTube too. So people are asking questions on there. So I'm just going to take one question because there was someone who asked on YouTube. And then if that's cool with you, we can go back to you. Is that okay with you, Darcel?
That is fine.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your patience.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So Leslie says, is pregnancy near for me?
All right. Tap in also too.
Yeah, tap in. We're doing this all together. It's family, it's tribe.
All right. Let's see. Yes, it's pregnancy near for Miss Leslie, correct?
Yes, that is Miss Leslie Ramirez.
Miss Leslie Ramirez. I mean, I'm seeing a little child.
I'm seeing it. I'm definitely seeing it. It's there.
And I dare say, I don't know if I want to say.
Say what? Go ahead and trust your intuition.
I dare say a little boy.
I saw a little boy too.
Okay. So I'm not tripping. I'm seeing what I'm thinking I'm saying. So.
Yeah, that definitely comes through. Ascension here again with the Master of Chalices. So your child, whoever your child is, Leslie, who's coming in, is a possible water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or has heavy water placement. And they are ascended master here. They are coming from far away lands, like you can't see them. I feel as though, Leslie, what's going on for your child is that you can't see them right now, but they're around you. So you may be able to feel them, which is why you're thinking about pregnancy, because you can feel a soul wanting to come through here. With this 7 of orbs here, it's kind of like they're almost descending here to you. And I also do see now I don't know if it's twins. It could be twins. It could be a girl and a boy. But I'm getting you may just also have a boy child and a girl child, because I also see the Sage of Crystals here. And these are coming up like, you know what I mean? These are coming up like as, kings and queens. They're not coming up as pages. So these are not like children. These are like ancestors, if this is what's happening. Yep, the Chariot. They're coming. Chariot card. They're coming. They're coming. So the Sage of Crystals here could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo.
So I pulled Paradigm Shift, Air, Paradigm Shift, Pallades, Double Mission, Channeling and Uplifting Humanity, and I pulled Birthing a New Age, Birthing New Creations, Dreaming a New World into Being. So your kids is about to come through. They are going to be
powerful. As like, come on, they're about to change this. The way that this shit is even going in this world, they're about to shift some shit. They're going to be a part of that shift. And the Pleiades here, they could be from the Pleiades. These could be Pleiadian star children or yeah.
And they're going to shift the paradigm. They're going to shift a huge paradigm, whether that be your family paradigm, whether that be this world paradigm. They're going to be coming through and they're going to be making some changes.
Also, for it to say double mission, and there's 2 King of Cups, Queen of Earth. Come on now. So there could be twins coming in for you. Just be aware, or just definitely 2 children in general.
I was seeing a boy in the front, and I was seeing a girl in the background. So it's possible. It's definitely possible that it could be twins. It may not just necessarily be twins, but it might be one after another too. So it's a couple different ways that can move. But they're going to be some powerful children coming through. Like nurture them, allow them to move in that energy. I would dare say even for yourself, just making sure that you're doing the things that you need to set up for them now. Getting yourself in the right mind frame, getting yourself prepared to allow them to be the children that they're going to be. And when they start displaying these abilities and these energies, allow that to be nourished and allow the children to move as they need to. Because they're going to be powerful and wise and smart children coming from old wise souls that has been there for many and many, many eons before. So they're coming to make a change, coming to make a difference, and it's going to shift some paradigms, definitely. Yeah.
And if this isn't physical children, which I do think it is, but just to cover all bases, this could be an energy of ascending to this emotional energy of moving forward here, and being more elevated in the work that you do here. So that's just for me, just seeing if it isn't children. But I definitely, indigo at the bottom of the deck. I'm just saying, indigo at the bottom of the deck. Indigo children. Do you see this child? Like, come on now. So I feel like that's what that is. But thank you so much, Leslie, for asking your question here. And we're going to go ahead and go to Darcel on Clubhouse. We're doing a Clubhouse times YouTube collaboration here. So thank you guys for your patience on that. And so yeah, Darcel, do you have a specific question or anything that you wanted to know about? Or do you just have a general, like wanting a general reading?
I do have a specific question.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
It's regarding love. My partner, my life partner, my king. I'm trying to figure out where is he. This is I want to know what's going on. Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
That's like Caleb coming.
I I was being modest about it. I was like, okay, well then, like, yeah, I'm the one in the chime here that does the, you know, the love portion of it. I'm definitely expanding, but I am very happy to assist you here with the love stuff. That is why they call me K Love. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Master, if you want to go first, you go first.
So the first card I pulled was Earth Star Chakra, and it says initiation. So I'm seeing the light codes, and I'm seeing it looks like a flower to me, but I know it's not a flower. But I'm seeing like an initiation itself that's going to start off the journey that's going to pull that king to you. When the energy that I'm getting is just this process of, I dare say change, but I don't want it to scare you by saying change. It's just going to prepare you for the position to be where you need to be for that king to come to you in that aspect. Let me see if I can get any more insight on this and see if I can get any more information. So let me get some understanding from this ourselves, what the king is and what this Earth Star Chakra card is here for, and what the initiation is. Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. What's that card here for? Some insight. Show me what it is.
Mirrored reality.
Say it again. 444 new reality.
444 mirrored reality.
Yes, ma'am.
1144 here in my neck of the woods.
Seeing the light, laying the foundations, divine plan. So, the two cards that I pulled right after was take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So I'm definitely pulling some energy of almost in a sense of, what is it giving me? What is it giving me, Spirit? Tell me, what is it giving me? Just that, take a break. Almost in a sense of trying so hard to make it happen is what I'm hearing. Yeah, trying so hard to make it happen is what I'm hearing. Take a break. Let it come to you. And that kind of flows right into the setting the foundation. I got Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, which this card reads itself saying, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. It's almost giving me the energy, it is giving me the energy of just preparing, the preparation. That's in the part where the initiation card is coming in at, setting yourself up for the divine king coming to you. I'm just hearing set up, prepare. That's the word. Those are the words I'm hearing. Are you getting anything from that, Ms. Darcel? Resonate with you any?
Totally. I'm so in preparation. I've been working out. I've been working on myself. So yes, it's totally, I'm in alignment with it. It resonates. Thank you.
No problem. And got Miss K. She can follow up with that also.
Yeah, I feel like there's an energy of coming out of some sort of, with this 7 of Swords here. It's about be aware of your words. Here's what I'm getting. I feel as though there were words here that maybe you used in the past, or situations from the past that were holding your energy hostage to a reality that was not yours, or one that you did not want to manifest. And so I feel like now it's something about needing to speak freely about what you want. Yeah, so talking to people about it, you know what I mean? Sometimes me and my friends, you know, my tribe, you know what I mean? We have situations where we will talk about what we want to manifest. So for example, if one of us wants to go visit each other, you know, we say things like, how's the weather? You know, they'll ask like, how's the weather in this place that we're going? Let's say, for example, we want to go to like Netherlands or Iceland. We're like, so how's the weather? Is it like 68 degrees? Both of us are not in Iceland, but we'll do exercises where we will talk to each other as if we are in that scenario already, to like create that reality. Like, you know what I mean? That's literally creating it. You're speaking it. So I feel as though there's some, like, when you're speaking, be aware of like your words being very, with the judgment card, kind of being like final. What you say is what goes. And you may not have been aware of that at first, maybe, or maybe you weren't like aware of how powerful your words can be. I'm also seeing here too. I'm also seeing here too that a part of what you're doing is you're manifesting this love, and I feel like some part of you is trying to figure out how to get out of some sort of stagnancy. You're trying to figure out like what keeps happening, or if you've gotten missed opportunities here. And it really, to me, feels like it's a level of healing that's happening in regards to your emotions. I do see this energy of maybe possibly having to reject someone, or somebody rejecting you, or not being honest with you and making you feel rejected. And there's some level of having to come to peace through this healing here. So it's really coming out of this energy of feeling in bondage to things not being like, not working out for you, or you not having the memories and the time and the emotional fulfillment that you deserve. I feel like for you, what's going to be best is to put in that emotional manifestation of emotionally connecting to what you want and then letting it go. That's part of the manifestation, is not holding on to it so tightly. I do see here too, though, that there could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they have that energy in their chart. This could be somebody that you have already dealt with, or this could be somebody that you will be dealing with here, but a need to be vulnerable. I think like once you do get to that point where you're manifesting that love, you're going to need to be vulnerable after that. I kind of feel like it's like, what's going on in my love life? And then when it gets there, you're like, your guard's up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's a part of the preparation that maybe Master was talking about in regards to like letting your guards down, feeling vulnerable, taking your time, letting things happen naturally, and, just being okay with yourself. It just feels like there's a little bit of heart space that needs to be healed up here. And then once that happens, you will be manifesting, or you should be manifesting that or attracting that, calling that energy in. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that has done you some well, Darcel.
Yes, it did. Thank you so much. And I love the sound bell. That was awesome. Thank you, everyone. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
It's accurate, very accurate. Can I just tap in real quick?
Go ahead, madam.
So, do you know the story of Queen Esther?
I don't remember. Please refresh.
Okay, so Queen Esther, she was positioned in a space to where she was preparing to be queen, and she was preparing to be a wife to the king. Now, in that process, she had to go through a whole year's worth of beauty practices and preparations to step into this positioning of being this queen. It wasn't a purpose of her just being this queen. She had a mission. But what I was highlighting in that, and this is actually an energy that is awakening within the divine feminine energy, this energy of Queen Esther, of true preservation and true really beginning to flip our perspective of beauty, because we have this very as much as we can see, okay, like I'm beautiful on the outside and all of these types of things, when you go through trauma, it almost feels like people just see bad. It's like, what are you seeing? Like, what is reflecting to you for you to be able to do these things, or for me to be able to attract these types of experiences? So what Spirit is trying to give the message, or the message that Spirit is giving right now, is focus on when it comes to law of attraction, you attract based on your positioning. So focus on this side of your reflection, okay? Focus on what exactly do you want to attract, because I feel like you don't have a problem with attraction. The problem is what you attract or who you attract. So it's really getting really clear with your intentions of your attractions, but also really looking at your perspective of how you see yourself and how you see yourself reflected through others, because the first thing I saw was the lion, right? Your king is looking for the lion in you. So you want a lion king? The lion king needs a lioness. And I feel like King was touching on the whole thing with expressing and speaking your truth and speaking through the throat. That's what he's looking for. So that's what you're not only doing this just so that you can attract him, but you're doing it because you're stepping into position of where you need to be for yourself. So yeah, that's the message that I was just...
That was dope. Yes. Thank you.
And definitely study the story of Queen Esther. There'll definitely be some activations coming up. There's also a book called The Esther's Anointing that I do recommend anyone in this room to get, especially the Divine Feminine. So really tap into that feminine energy because we're, even within ourselves, we're rebalancing ourselves and learning how to become more comfortable within this feminine nature. So we're having to be reinitiated through our concepts and perspectives of beauty, within ourselves, and the reflection of that and what that attracts in our physical experiences. So, yeah, let me tell that.
I have to share. Noms shares great books. So I'm definitely writing that one down.
Yes, Gemini!
Yes, I was going to say, it's that Gemini.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you definitely, and thank you for sharing them, and thank you for bringing in your channels and your input, because it's most needed, especially. And me coming from a masculine standpoint, our feminine need the empowering. They need the love. They need the empowerment. They need the uplifting, because right now the massive collective of the masculine isn't doing it, unfortunately. Those of us who are, such as me and many other divine masculine, are trying to, but we do need our feminine to continue to uplift each other until the masculine can get on board collectively as a whole and do what it is we need to do to uplift our women. So thank you for bringing that in. Thank you for helping. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for bringing that energy in and just giving her what she needs, to uplift her. So I definitely appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you for being here. Again, like I said, me being a masculine, me being a male, thank you for even just allowing me to be in this space with you guys and being available to help with whatever energy that I can bring to the table and guide you in whatever way that I can. So I definitely appreciate and love each and every one of you, and thank you for this opportunity, for just being here. So thank you.
Yes, I definitely appreciate that message, Nams, to Darcel and the others in here that, resonate with divine feminine energy in regards to, just to really empower ourselves through the way that we speak and express ourselves in a way that is just fully embodying who we are. So I love what you said. And we're just going to refresh the room and kind of get some energy going. I know that we have Angelica, we have Sky, we have Mia, we have Star. Thank you all so much for joining. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. So just to reset the room, we want to make sure that you guys, yay, I see some mics moving on Clubhouse.
Love you, baby. Miss you.
What's up, my babe? That's my babe. Yes, I appreciate it. So just to let you guys know what's going on, because, you can hear me from master speakers. So we're chilling in Texas, hanging out and stuff like that, doing some...
I'm jealous.
Right, we just spamming it out, you know what I'm saying? Just hanging out like family. That's my bro. We just chilling, doing our thing. But I know that we're all going to, at some point in time, get to meet each other. So don't be jealous, girl. It's going to be you next, probably.
I'm planning a trip out there very soon, my love. So I'm gonna hit you when I get one.
Oh, she was just gonna try to pop up on us, huh?
You know how I do. I just, enter the room with the frequency and change the vibe.
There we go. Elevate them vibes.
No, my love, I'm a Leo.
She got that Leo energy.
Just
Definitely remember that boy.
So yes, just to let you guys know what we're doing here for those that just joined. So we're doing a YouTube video where we're doing Clubhouse and YouTube collaboration. So we're taking questions from Clubhouse and YouTube. Currently, YouTube doesn't have any questions, but YouTube, if y'all do have questions, put those in the live chat box because we're answering questions for a donation. I mean, it's not necessarily required, but we do appreciate it and we do practice a lot of reciprocity. So even if you just want to give us a positive review in our DMs, you know, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, like whatever, you know, way that you feel you can, well, you know what I'm trying to say. Reciprocate, yeah. Any way you want to reciprocate is appreciated. It doesn't have to be money. We appreciate, you know, leaving reviews because we do also do this for a living. So it's nice to have reviews that we can share with others.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and so our Cash App, me and Master's Cash App are in our bio on Clubhouse. And so you can go there to do the donation. Nam's, hers is PayPal, and it's also in her bio. So definitely, you know what I mean, if you can, send some love our way. And so, yeah, we're getting ready to do Angelica. What's going on, Angelica? Do you have any questions, or do you just want a general reading?
Hey. I actually have a lot going on with me, especially as of recently. So I would like clarity on that.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on here.
I
I can start off.
Okay. Angelica. Pull one first. Let's see.
So, Angelica, are you changing jobs, or is there something that has gone, like you're moving jobs or changing jobs, or you're looking for a job?
I'm actually on medical leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been to work since February 9th.
Okay. There's something about your job is coming up here just when I was like shuffling. So I don't know. This could be a situation where a job something may end and you may have to move on. I don't know if you're moving. I got job energy and moving energy, like possibly having to move. So yeah, just let me know what's going on with that. But let's go ahead and get a full little reading here. I'm just shuffling. That's what I'm seeing here. Maybe it feels like you're having a fight. Like, I don't know if it's a spiritual battle, but there feels like some sort of battle here that's happening.
I'm seeing bondage on the wrist. I'm seeing like 2 bands right there on the wrist.
Yeah.
That's about
You're transitioning here is what I'm getting. Yeah, you're in an ascension process. Transition here with ascension. So you could have some sudden endings or some sudden new beginnings here for you, or things that are changing. But it's because you're ascending here. You may have some ascension symptoms, like, you know, being fatigued, not being able to sleep, things of that nature, or, you know, your eating habits may have changed, but it definitely feels like ascension symptom, like you are moving. I don't know if somebody around you could have passed away also. I'm not sure, but it's giving me some energy of some like serious transitioning energy. Is what I'm getting here. I feel like there's some things you're going to have to, or you're trying to juggle out how to work certain things out, or something in regards to making something work for you. To me, I'm just kind of getting an energy here that this is some shadow work possibly, or something is happening here with the shadow and the reason card. It kind of feels like there's a need to ask yourself why, almost like why are you tied into something, or why is something happening that maybe you're not seeing, that you're kind of letting in or giving power to. It feels like whatever feels overwhelming in your life in some way, whether it feels relevant or not, whether it feels applicable or not, somehow you're giving power to it. And that's what's transitioning and changing here, is the way that you balance and work out whatever comes at you. If that makes any sense. Does that resonate with you at all?
Kind of do. I'm a little sad right now. It do. What happened? Literally, I was at work, and when I tell you I got this wave come over me, and not only did I envision myself passing out, my equilibrium was completely gone. So, like, literally, I'm a dental assistant, so I'm literally somebody knows. And when the wave came over me, I was just stuck on stupid. I'm like, okay, I can fight, I'm battling it, I'm trying to walk back and forth, get alone. Me trying to walk over to the counter, I realized that I didn't have any control over my balance. But long story short, I haven't got my balance back since then. It's a lot better now, but they ran 1,000,001 tests over. On me. I was hospitalized at one point with them trying to figure out what was going on. They were thinking it was
it sounds like vertigo. It sounds like a little like vertigo, but I don't know if that's what you were gonna say.
That's definitely.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think is it called that alcohol syndrome? It's like when you're something in your stomach, it turns to acid and it like becomes like your own alcohol. Like your body can produce its own alcohol. So like it probably has to do something with the stomach. I just want to say that.
Actually, that's the first time I've heard that. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. So what you about to say?
No, it's just about what's your sun, moon, and rising?
For me or
yes.
Oh, my sun is Leo and my rising is Leo.
And what's your moon?
Libra.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see your chart because even with your Leo, it's gonna bring up a lot. When you were speaking, I was just hearing a lot of Taurus. I just kept hearing Taurus. I don't know if you've got a lot of Taurus in your chart, but regardless, with your sun and your sun being on your ascendant, is going to pull in the mirror of Taurian energy, which Uranus is transiting. I feel like this is more so. Ascension symptoms more so than anything. It's more so like they're not going to be able to find out what this is because it's not physical. It's actually spiritual. It's more so energetics. It's like your body not being able to fully ground some of the frequencies that it's going through. Like you're being forced to change, but it's like, okay, how do I change? And it's like you're just being pulled somewhere. So I feel like these are also connected. How old are you?
27, and I was questioning that myself. I'm like, I don't know if it was like, I know at one point, this was like maybe a month or 2 months ago, we were in a room and they were talking about a psychic attack. And I'm like, maybe I'm having a psychic attack because literally the boy in the chair, he kept on like going back and forth and staring at me. And it threw me off. But even with that, I was thinking the same thing as far as with the different testing, etc. And what kids you not, I would say literally about 2 weeks ago, I was talking to my mother and I was like, okay, I'm about to go back to work, I need to get my money, And literally as I'm standing in line, that's when my balance went left. And I'm like, okay, this is the universe. This has nothing to do with physical. I'm not supposed to be at work, but why am I not supposed to be at work? So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, not to mention, I got hit by a deer recently. Like, let's tell you, things has been going like, I don't know. I wouldn't say 180 because I know everything's for a reason. I know everything's for a reason, but when I tell you, I literally broke down crying like, what the heck is going on?
Well, that's
very. I
very.
have zero idea how to make sense out of it.
You said you got hit by a deer.
Yes.
That's very symbolic. The representation of deer, like that's very symbolic here. I'm getting for you to tap into something's trying to get your attention here. Well, okay, go ahead.
No, you good.
Actually,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was just. We gonna let Master go because he's tapping in. I could tell.
It's a leap. It's like everybody's saying. There's an ascension that's happening. There's a change that's coming. There's a expansion, like Kay was tapping on. There's an expansion happening, but I'm also getting. So these are the cards that I pulled. I pulled vulnerability, radical expansion. You're not for everyone. Leap, and I also pulled sisterhood of the rose. So you're not for everyone. The description says, embrace your weirdness, face your true north. This expansion that's happening to you is definitely going to take you on a journey. Like this is going to be like a new expansion into your understanding of I don't even want to say spiritual walk, but your understanding of your walk, your life. This leap card coming through, you go first, the universe will catch you. That goes back to like Kay and like Kay and Nams were saying, it's that the symbolicness to what you guys were talking about, the inner child. I'm tying that to the vulnerability part, but the vulnerability part aspect is almost in tying it all together is giving me like this. There's going to be some work that's going to get done with your inner child work that you're going to have to jump into this. I don't want to even say initiation, but you're going to have to jump into this new journey of. It's going to be a learning process and taking you to this new kind of perspective of yourself. It's going to be like just a whole new journey. I'm getting the words that I'm trying to think of, but I can't even put them all into a sentence. Because it all leads to the Sisterhood of the Rose, which talks about beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. All of this is leading to that. It's leading into this evolutionary change of the person you're about to become. Nams also, God knows, she was asking your age and talking about 27, that she's going to speak on, or she speaks on 27 is usually our Saturn return, where it begins, correct, Nams? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it is. So yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, and I can see
27 club. This is where a lot of people don't make it.
Exactly. That's all I was just going to say. Yep. That's going to be. This is where that's coming in at with the cards that I pull here. This is fully explaining what's happening to you. You're about to go on this journey. You're about to go through that change and that expansion. That Saturn return. It's going to be that dark night of the soul. That it's gonna. Yeah, you about to go on a whole extravagant, wonderful journey through Narnia, basically. But once you come out on the other side, if you embrace this energy and you break through it with your vulnerability and you establish the understanding of your vulnerability, you're gonna come out on that other side. Well, I don't want to just throw that out there, but embracing that energy will help you embody that Sisterhood of the Rose, the beauty and the devotion of self. The priestess, the mystic, the teacher aspect of that evolution that's going to come through. So, but I'm sorry, you guys go ahead.
No, I think we kind of touched on it. Angelica, how do you feel about this reading? Did you gather kind of did it start to make sense to you?
Oh, it definitely was. And I'm not going to lie to you, a part of me was feeling that. I definitely was feeling that subconscious was I probably was about to go through the biggest journey that I've ever experienced to date. And I'm excited. At the same time, very freaked out, and I do know when my shortcomings in, especially with the shadow work. Shadow work has been kicking my ass for the last 3 years. So it's like, I thought it was there. I thought it was damn near at that finish line. It's like, nope, try again.
Like, nope, new finish line.
There's not even a finish line damn near. Like, the whole life experience is shadow work, to be honest.
Once you get to a mountain plateau, my bad, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, say it thing.
Once you get to a mountain plateau, that's when you get to the top of that mountain and you realize that there's a whole nother mountain climb. Like, you just look up, like the little memes and gifs we see with the little people climbing the mountains. Yeah, that shit is real. Trust me, I'm going through that shit as we speak. I thought I had got to a point in life to where it was like, oh, I'm good. I'm solidified. I'm going to do this until, XYZ happens in my life. And then all of a sudden life was like, okay, no, you're going to leave your whole home and you're going to go on this wonderful journey. And then all of a sudden I go on another journey in between the journey that I was going on, and life was just like, nah, we're going to switch it up and we just going to make you go through a whole nother thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, once you start reaching mountains, you realize that there's a whole range of mountains you got to climb. But that's also the beauty of doing all of this, because the whole aspect that I'm learning, and the more, and it's a reverberation that I hear through everyone that I come in contact with. It's all about this. It's all about the journey. 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 If you get to the mountain, you get to the top of the mountain. The top of the mountain is death, and not to scare anybody.
Damn,
or not to
that was deep. That was deep, though.
The top of the mountain. That's when we ascend, huh?
I said I'm not scared of that.
Oh, good. Yes, don't be.
You said that, like, okay,
what you meant by that.
And it wasn't like a death, like a physical death, but it could be considered that. But it's the death of yourself as you've known it. How you've known yourself this far. There's a death in that. There's a grieving process of letting that old part of yourself go to allow room for more of who you truly are to embody itself in your physical being. Like you're integrating your higher self into your physical body. And that's why you're losing your balance and you're like, oh shit, and you're feeling dizzy, and because it's a lot of energy that's coming into you and through you right now. And that's why you're most likely feeling this off balance energy here, because you have to take some time to allow your higher self, like your Merkaba, things like that. Like it feels like you started opening up, or you started receiving more of your higher self at a very quick rate because it felt good. It was a rush. Like, you know, we're having these spiritual conversations and upgrades and synchronicities. And then it just started happening really, really quickly to where you just kind of notice that, oh shit, like, you know, my balance is a little bit off, or I feel different. I feel weird and I can't shake it. Because you're bridging realms now. I'm not saying that it's not going to go back to normal, but it's going to get integrated. And that's when you're going to start to feel better, but you're still going to feel different. You're not going to go back to feeling like
you were
before. Exactly.
Yeah, and just Angelica, I got your chart that you sent me, and they basically just channeled your whole chart. Because
I love it.
And I would encourage you to actually get a reading from Master, because Master he's a Jupiter in Taurus. He's speaking to the journey you're about to go on, because remember I said I kept feeling this Taurus energy. Girl, you have a whole grand trine point into Taurus on your midheaven, which means that this is what you're reaching towards. And this whole thing of really letting go this image that you thought was yours, but it was everyone else's idea of what you thought you were supposed to be doing, and you know, the path you were supposed to take. He's reflecting the journey, so he's had some lessons that you need to hear for your journey going forward. So I would definitely encourage you to get a reading from him, and for him to share his insight in terms of his own personal journey. There's going to be some gems for you going forward.
Definitely tap in with me, because I can tell you right now, I can tell you all about that. Trust me. So yes, yeah, definitely tap in with me, because that's just for the sake of a quick tip. I am currently in a whole evolutionary process. So yes, tap in with me, and we can go over that and go in depth in that and discuss that.
I definitely will. I'm just taking this all in. Thank y'all so much. Words can't express it. Thank y'all so much for this.
No problem. No problem at all. Yeah,
Thank you for showing up for yourself, Angelica. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Kay.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's reset the room real quick. So,
okay, so
go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, so thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate it. Thank you, YouTube. I want to let you guys know that we're doing questions on YouTube and on here. So one of my YouTube subscribers has a question, but I appreciate it, Sky. We're going to get to you next. Thank you so much for everybody just being here, enjoying this energy, creating space. Thank you, Nams. Thank you, Master, and everybody that we've given rings to. Thank you, Darcel. Thank you, Angelica, because it all is like, you know, a piece to a puzzle. So, you know, Darcel's piece is going to add on to Angelica's piece, is going to add on to Sky's piece, even if it doesn't look like that, you know, at first. So I appreciate y'all all for being here, adding on to the piece of the puzzle. And I do ask that if you do feel led to go ahead and give us a donation, and we do appreciate it if you do feel called to do that, as we do practice reciprocity here. So if you'd like to reciprocate, our Cash App, me and Master's Cash App is in our bio here on Clubhouse, and also Nam's, her PayPal is in her description box on Clubhouse. So just check that out. Bless us. All right, so we have a question on YouTube from I think it's Say or Sai. It says, will I find a new relationship? How long will it take to find her?
Why am I saying the word yes?
I saw that too. I'm like, there's hope.
Right. I immediately closed my eyes and said the word yes.
It's like, I feel like he has his energy, or she. I'm not sure if Sai is he or she, but the energy I'm getting from this question is that you're trying to find it because you have this feeling like it's there, or you have a lot, like you have reason to believe that it's there. You know what I mean?
I'm getting the energy. It's out there, but it's also being ready to receive it. That's the energy I'm getting. I'm seeing a chair. It's an empty chair. So it's almost like the seat's there, but you have to be ready for it to receive the person that's going to sit in the seat, in a sense.
Get the table ready, get the table prepared. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you, Asai, is that this is coming with the Ace of Wands here and the Six of Pentacles. This is a situation that's coming. This is an equal give and receive and passionate start. I feel like this is what you want and you can feel it, and this is what's happening. This is what's coming. But I do feel like this person, possibly right now, or you, is going through a transitionary time with the Ten of Orbs. That's the Ten of Swords and the Transition of Death card. I feel as though somebody's leaving a relationship or somebody's going through a rebirthing process. So that's why it's like the time period right now, as far as in regards to universal time period, it translates to what event is happening before the event that you want to happen, or before. It's not like I can give you months, or, you know, it could be 10 weeks, could be 10 months, 10 days. But I feel like with this 10, it's a level of something needing to come to completion. That will be the time when you will start this, when something has fully ended and, you know, it's transitioned or transformed. This could be a relationship here is what I'm getting from this energy. So I wouldn't stress yourself out about it. I would just go with the feeling, set up the table for this person, like pretty much manifest them by speaking them into existence, preparing things for them, write them a letter, you know, and allow that transition, whatever that is for either that person or you, to happen. And then I think after that, I mean, the Ace of Wands is here with the Six of Pentacles. So I'm just saying that's definitely a relationship that's starting. So yeah, that's from me. And we also have Master. Also, Master, go ahead and plug yourself on the YouTube in case people want to donate to you or do a reading with you.
Yes. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Jedi Returned. I have my link in the bio on each, so you can check me out there. My Cash App is also The Jedi Returned there. So if you feel led to donate, please do. You can donate there. That is where I can do my donations. I also do have PayPal. My PayPal is also iMurderFox. So if you feel led to donate, please donate in those locations there. And definitely follow on my socials. My socials, you can also find my link in my bio on my website, where you can also book for other services that I do have available, which is the intuitive healing, which basically, to kind of explain that a little bit, I go in and I am available and accessible to heal your energetic body, which means your soul body, which then can translate into healing to your physical body. That does help. I've helped many different friends and family already. And it's something that is very dear to my heart because it gives me the chance to get to those pains and those hurts that may come from a spiritual place and be able to bless that healing into that spiritual body to translate that into the physical body. Now, with saying that, that does require, of course, following that up with your mental work, your emotional work, and then following up with still taking care of your physical body. But it's something that I've been blessed to be able to do, to be able to help people with that. Along with that also too, I do have my oracle readings that I do have available, and also do guided meditations too. So you can check those and you can book those on my website, but you can also book with me by sending me an email at tmillerjr213@gmail.com, and then you can just book me with times available. Just send me an email there, and then we can check and see what times, days are available, and go from there. But to tap in on that reading, the card that I pulled first with the Keepers of the Earth, it says, "You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you." Now, I don't just tie this in just to the ancient ancestors, but I do believe that that person is out there, and I feel like that it has some ties to those who watch over you that are preparing a person for you. The card I'm seeing is a picture of an ancestor like looking over a woman, and it's giving me the energy of just preparation. It's your particular person is being prepared for you, but there's also preparation for you coming through. There's preparation to get you set up to receive this person. There's a preparation as far as to be ready for the receiving of that relationship, to be in the right place, to be in the right mindset, to be in the right emotional place, to be able to receive that blessed person for your life. Also pulling the card of "You Got the Love." That's self-explanatory. But it says Hadrian energy, codependency, boundaries. So obviously that's giving me the energy, and I'm hearing the speaking of making sure you're in the right headspace to receive this person, not falling into the person, but falling into yourself and then being with the person. Boundaries, or creating your own space, creating your own personal space and being your own person, and then allowing yourself to integrate along with the person. A lot of times what happens in relationships, we fall into one another and we lose ourselves. So what a lot of people miss out on is being able to find self and then being self with someone else, and then allowing them to be self, and then you two become one, but still have the independent understanding of self alone by, with each other. So it's that's definitely the energy I'm getting coming through here, and it's just getting in preparation. It's tapping into who you are and the type of person that you want to be, and then finding that person, understanding them, and then you guys finding what you are together, and still knowing that you are still separate entities, but then being able to merge into one. And it's very important to have, and it's very, very important to tap into, because a lot of people lose that in relationships, and then henceforth you find all these separations and divorces and so many things going on because they don't know who they are. If you don't know who you are, then how are you ever going to understand what your completionary ending looks like with somebody else? It's gonna be muddy. You're mixing ground with water. You're gonna create mud. But you know what I'm saying? If you have a separation between that, you have the ground and then you have the water. But together it makes landmass or earth or whatever it is you want to describe that as. So it's just making sure to take care of that first, finding self, and then being prepared for your partner to come through so you can learn about them, and then finding that integration.
Right on. Okay, so Sai, that has been your reading. I hope that you have appreciated that reading. If you feel led to donate, please do. I put our cash apps. The Jedi Return is Master over here. K-Love is me. And also, just to clarify, because you said, can you see if I already met them or will meet in the future? This feels like somebody that you're going to meet in the future. It feels like this is somebody that
I'm
needs
definitely in the future energy. Sorry.
Yeah, they need to. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it, man. Quit saying sorry, Fry.
No, don't bat me. I'm sorry. No.
But this is somebody that is going through a breakup, it feels like right now. And so, I mean, if you know somebody that's going through a breakup that you got feelings for, just let it end, let it take its natural course. But if not, then this is definitely somebody that's going through a breakup that you may not have met yet. So there you go. Thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you need to book a private reading, you can hit him up on Instagram, The Jedi Return. You can also hit me up on my website. It's in the description box below. So yes, thank you. And so we're gonna go ahead and go towards
Clubhouse, all right?
Yeah, Clubhouse.
Who is up? Were you getting one, Mia?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna play with you tonight, madam.
Hey, if you're gonna come in here, you need to come with your energy, yo.
Right.
It was Sky next.
Yeah, Sky was up.
I know. Mia's gonna do her song. I'm screaming. She's like a part of energy. Girl, where you at?
Right.
Y'all, I'm in the clouds, y'all. It's a lot been going on.
I'm gonna tap in with you. We're gonna have a talk. So we're gonna. All right. We're gonna.
I'm not down or anything. My energy's just like real mellow.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it. I already be knowing. Yeah, I already be knowing. All right, so let's reset the room real quick for the Clubhouse.
It's your turn.
I know it's my turn. So I'm gonna do this a little bit different. I'd like to thank all of you for being here this evening, and I'm gonna make it real quick. So thank you for coming in. I thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing us to have this opportunity to hold the space in this room to do these readings. I do ask that you do check our bios and follow us on our Instagram, our social. All of our socials, rather, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc., etc. There, you can find them all in our bios. And if you feel led, that's great English. If you do feel led to donate, me and Kay have our cash apps in our bios. So definitely, please, definitely check that out too, because that definitely helps us to continue to do this for the collective. We like to bless you, and this is what we do. This is how we bless the collective. And I just being from my heart space right now, I am blessed to have been able to step away from things that weren't fulfilling me anymore to be able to bless the collective. And it's a joy to be able to contribute and get into those people who need the love. We've already had a few people already come up and have readings, and just to hear them just have that light bulb go off, it's like beautiful. So this is what we love to do. So if you feel led to donate, please, most definitely. We have our cash apps available. But tap in with us, tap in with our socials. Of course, we got other bookings, other services we have available. Check those out. We're multifaceted. We do many different things. We guide, I heal, Kay teaches. I mean, we do a lot of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff we got going on. We got Nam, she got her PayPal. She has a whole avenue of things to check out. So it's just, this is what we do. This is the community. This is tribe. This is the things that we're moving towards. This is the evolutionary form of growth that we're starting to see come through. So I thank you for being in this room, and you should thank yourself also for bringing yourself to this room to just be blessed and to be loved on and everything, because we all need it. We all need that love. So with that being said, I'd like to tap in with Sky, right? What's up next? I made that longer than I was supposed to.
You're fine.
It's fine. I just want to say I'm a creep. I'm watching you guys on YouTube regularly. I always tap in with Kay, and I really love you guys and appreciate you guys for everything, for having the space for us. I guess I would just like a little general reading. Today, this Pisces moon has had me in my feelings, and I've been dealing with a new person, which is crazy because the last reading you said kind of resonated with me as far as the partner situation, because anyways, I just want general reading is the whole point, and I love you guys and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
We love you.
I love you so much. I appreciate you, because I know we've been tapped in together for a little bit now, so anytime I see you, it's always love, so you already know. But yeah, no problem. So we'll tap in and see general. Let's see. Throat chakra, express your truth. Sound like you got some truths to be expressing. Let me see.
Looks like you have hope for the situation too, but your guards are up. I'm seeing that.
Shine your light. Be who you are. Speak your truth. Shine in your truth. Because I'm pulling right now, I pull throat chakra, express your truth, earth, nurture nature, and shine your light. The earth, nurture nature is, I'm hearing water hole for some reason. I don't know why that's coming through, but I'm hearing water hole, and I'm seeing like waterfall, but I'm seeing like a Serengeti, like where all the animals gather up and they feed at the water hole, if that makes sense. But I'm seeing these flowers, and I'm seeing like just a plethora. I'm seeing like a flower field. So I definitely feel like it's some nurturing to go on within self. But I'm also, with the throat chakra card coming through, there's like some truths that need to be expressed before that nurturing can really just come through. Or also too, I'm hearing expressing those truths and nurturing self. It's going hand in hand. Like I'm literally seeing hands holding each other right now. Interesting. So it's something to go hand in hand with self. So expressing your truth for yourself and nurturing whatever it is your truth is, and allowing yourself to just walk in that. That's where the shine your light card comes through. Expressing your truth, shining your truth of the internal self, whatever that may be. I'm not getting an exact confirmation of what that is, but I'm pretty sure Spirit has been speaking to you and to let you know what exactly your truth is and to walk in that truth. So whatever it is you've been struggling with is definitely coming through as expressing your honest to God truth of self and knowing what your truth is, and then walking in that, allowing yourself to be vibrant in that, allowing yourself to be yourself through and through, the true form of self, which is also that truth, who you truly are, and then nurture that and allow that to flourish and grow and bloom. So go ahead, Kay, you got anything?
Yeah. So what's up, Sky? How's it going? So I'm seeing this energy of you coming out of a conflict, or there's something that's just happening behind the scenes of Sky in regards to coming out of a conflict. There could have been some sort of argument or some sort of tension you just felt that was happening below the surface. It feels though like now you're in this King of Swords energy, where logically you're trying to figure out how to make things work for you or how to make a situation work here. And it feels like there's going to be some sort of breakthrough for you. I'm getting like a revelation or an epiphany here about something that maybe was not being seen clearly, or that wasn't being seen or acknowledged here. It almost feels like some shadow work. So breakthrough with shadow work that's happening for you. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune as well and the Chariot, you are literally moving forward. There's a new cycle opening up for you to move forward here with this Nine of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles to me feels like with confidence, like no matter what you're doing, where you're going, you're doing what's right for you. With the emotions, like, because I know that you were saying that you were feeling emotional here with the moon energy and everything like that. I feel like that is just, it could be in regards to certain connections that you're having. I feel like there's somebody wanting to have a relationship with you, but it's like there's this indecision about whether they're going to go back to doing either them or you, going back to just like kind of having open options or really setting a foundation down.
Oh, girl, I thought you said something else. Doing them. I was like, doing them or her. No.
But overall, I feel like there's a new opportunity waiting up for you, something that you've been waiting for here. You're going to see that it was there all along, but maybe it just didn't come the way you thought it would, or this could have already happened for you. I hope this resonates for you.
Definitely both of you guys. I almost started crying because it just gave me confirmation on everything that I've been dealing with. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get into depth in it because I can explain, but
that's okay.
That was super confirmation. I mean, I just started dealing with somebody, and we both came out of breakups, obviously, for a couple months now. But it's scary because I was put in a position where I had to speak my truth, and I had to really take a step back and just ground myself because it's just coming on so fast. Everything you guys said just resonated so much, and it gave me confirmation.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh my gosh.
Good. I'm glad that you got that confirmation.
I'm so glad that I came in. I've been on and off, so thank you both for that because I needed that. I love you guys. Thank you.
Love you too.
We love you and we miss you, and you can come anytime. Like whenever you don't feel pressured. Like whatever you're dealing with, we understand. You don't have to show up. Sometimes you might just even come in and just be in the audience, just listening. Like as long as you can get that energy with whatever's going on, you don't have to tell us what's going on, but as long as you can get that positive energy, that's what we're here for. Literally, like that has never changed.
Absolutely,
that's what we're here for, is to assist. Like we all need each other. So even if you don't want to speak on whatever you're dealing with, even just come in and listen sometimes, and when you have the time. But like literally you might have some of the things that you are feeling on your chest may get answered, you know what I mean? Or may get addressed without you even having to say anything. So I just send you love, Sky. And I hope that from here on out, hit us up if you have any questions or if you just want to talk or whatever. Like we're here for you.
Yep, always a better.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
This is also a perfect time to mention that you guys can also click the Heart Sanctuary. There's also somebody who's got his club approved. So you guys can always follow him in the conversations and invite whoever you feel can benefit from this space or even add to this space. So yeah, definitely click the follow button. Click the greenhouse. I'm not sure if Sterle or any other new people on Clubhouse knows how to be able to navigate the platform, but you just click that greenhouse right at the top, click follow, and you'll be accepted to the club.
So what?
Yes, definitely do, because the one thing now I'm going to start doing, just kind of throw this out there, I'm going to start doing more rooms. It won't be just rooms where we do readings. It will be rooms where we have discussions, multiple different discussions as far as like interest. So some things that I've had discussions with a couple other people I'm working with for the Heart Sanctuary, which was, a little baby project of mine. we're going to, like, people who have many different interests. So let's say like hair, we'll have like different rooms where people can gather and come up with their ideas and share with one another and tap in with one another and kind of have that aspect of not just like the quote unquote spiritual life, but really just be able to connect with people. Also still have some guidance rooms and some rooms where we connect and we pour into each other. But biggest thing is just pouring into each other and connecting with each other and just helping each other flourish in many different ways. A lot of that stuff is gatekeep behind so many different aspects of this, that, or the other, or if you're not part of select group or whatever it may be, you have to be tied into, no, what I'm trying to do with the Heart Sanctuary is totally different. Like, I'm trying to just have whoever, wherever, just come connect, tap in, make rooms, get in there, let your hair down, and then even sometimes have some learning classrooms, just whatever it may be. So definitely, like Nam said, click the house, tell your friends, tell a friend, tell your homies, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come and we're going to start doing some wonderful things. Like, this is really something dear to my heart, and I just want to give back to the community, to create a large community of people who can just tap in with each other and display that love, because that's what's needed. So yeah, definitely tap in.
All right. So Mia, did you have anything did you want a reading, or did you have anything that you want to know about? I think you said something earlier, but I don't remember now. But
I mean, whatever comes through, I guess.
okay, so a general. I'm like, okay, so it's just a general.
Oh, yeah, I should just say that general.
Girl, I'm not gonna play with you tonight. Let's see what we got.
Okay, again.
This is some deep energy. Like,
yes, also.
It's like you're going within to try to find, like, you're digging deep within yourself.
I'm seeing like a street, but there's like black and there's like a street lamp. That's
Hermit card shit, yeah.
Yeah. Like, child.
Yeah, you're doing some deep inner studies here is what I'm getting. Like, finding out something about yourself. Two of Cups. Okay, yeah, you're reflecting. So pay attention to the people that you're encountering or interacting with right now, because they could be a reflection. They could be reflecting things off of you. I'm also getting here too with the love thing. There could be some connection you may be making with somebody. Or there could be a lot of options you have for a soulmate that's coming into you soon. That's what I'm getting. But this could also be soul reflection. So it doesn't have to just be a soulmate in a love, like, perspective. It could be like people that are coming in to reflect your own soul back to you. Because you're searching for something here. Yeah, you're searching for some sort of energy here is what it looks like. Or some sort of answers you're wanting right now is what it seems. And it feels like the people that you're encountering are going to be reflecting that back to you. It also feels like there's some conflict with emotions, or like some sort of conflict with emotion that you're having to juggle. Like, you could have some feelings for somebody, or somebody could have feelings for you, but it's like somebody's feeling conflicted about it mentally, and they're trying to balance out like whether or not they should just kind of walk away from that situation, possibly. What's going on, Mia?
Right.
Because you laughing, and I'm like, I want to know what's funny, too.
Nah, because I have options.
I'm not going to play with you, options. She said I got options. Girl, look, I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, you might be leaving one of these options out, but you juggling one of them. Or somebody. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna play with her tonight. I'm not gonna play.
It's just two hours like texting and stuff when I hang out with. You can't hang out with both of them. You gotta choose one who he's gonna hang out with. No, I'm playing. No, I'm serious. So
see.
I was like, I'm gonna get both of them, because one is kind of like narcissist. The other one, he's like not on my level spiritually, I feel like.
Yeah, because I got Forge, Don't Follow, Forge a New Path, Be the Leader You Wish You Had. I got Child of the Cosmos, The Intelligence of the Universe Lies Within You. But I also got Water Your Garden, Nourishment, Body Care, Tenderness, and Rest. And the last card that I pulled from a different deck called the Work Your Light deck is saying, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So I feel like my spirit already knows, what this means. It's not much detail I need to go into because one, obviously, me and you had a numerous amount of conversations, but two, it's basically giving me the you on this path. You're on the path of forging your own path, creating, being the leader you never had, and just don't forget why you're doing this and what you're doing this for, and don't forget who you are in the process of doing this. But also sometimes sit your behind down and relax. You don't have to go so hard. You're not gonna be able to figure it all out in 2 days. Like it's gonna be a little bit. You just gotta, sit back, relax your feet. What's that song? Sit back, relax your feet.
Party on down to the kick it, just kick it.
Yeah, so you gotta do that every now and then. Kick back, chill out, go take a hot bath. Wrap your hair up in a bun and just sit back with some Epsom salt and whatever you like to do. And then the next part, answer the call. What's your soul calling you to do? What does your soul really want to do? Like, what are you really trying to do? Like when you sit down. When you go to that place that I seen earlier, where it's this dark street, but the street light is on, what is your soul really telling you want to do? Like, that's the question. That's did she fall out? Oh, no, she's still there. Yeah, but that's the question. The question is, what do you really honestly want to do for real? And just figure that out. And then you ain't have to, it's going to take a little bit. You don't have to figure it out now. It's going to be some evolution and some journeys and there's going to be some roads and some crossways and some pathways and some crosswalks and some overpasses. And it's going to be a little step. So it's just go with it and see what your soul is like. Hey, let's go do this and just rock with it. So just straight up, you'll be all right. You good. Stop thinking so hard.
I can't. My brain works.
I know. That's why I said what I said.
Faster and harder.
I said what I said. No, I'm just kidding. I already know. I know, but you got it though.
And I'm hearing take your time too. There's nothing wrong with taking your time. Like
Facts.
I'm hearing perfect your craft.
Facts.
Whatever it is that you're wanting to do or find that you're looking for. When you do find it, perfect your craft. Because I feel like there's this energy of you coming into your power and like leading, like he said, like you're going to become the leader that you didn't have, but you're also going to become the leader that other people don't have. You're going to
be one of the leaders of your generation.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I feel like it's you're going to be able to relate to people that maybe like me, Master, Nams, whoever doesn't reach. Yep. You're going to be able to reach that group that like we're not connecting to or we don't have access to or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just like you kind of have like this older sibling kind of energy to you right now in regards to what your spiritual work is. Like you're the oldest sibling right now. So you're having to look out for the younger generations, but it's not you need to try to look out for them. It's find what you need to find within you. That's actually what's looking out for them.
Get yourself right first. But like find whatever it is that you're wanting to find within yourself. Get to that point in your journey where you feel confident, because that's what's going to help them. It's not about like trying to tell people, oh, like this is how you should see things or do things, because some people are not going to see it and do it like the way that you do. I want to tap in on that. Sorry.
No, go ahead, tap in. But I'm feeling too like just keep your eye on the prize, take your time, and realize that the work that you're doing for yourself is actually helping the collective, and like that is the work. If you feel like you haven't found your purpose, or whatever, it's like you're living in it. You know what I mean? So, but whatever you need to find it. And then he gonna tell you some stuff. I'm finna go downstairs real quick, y'all, and I'm gonna be right back.
Lord.
But he gonna tell you some stuff.
I'm about to hit, like, look, as me being an older sibling also, it was always this energy of I had to be right. I had to be, and not even right, but I had to be in the right mind space. I had to be doing the right things. I had to be working or operating in the right atmosphere. And it was never about that. The crazy thing was my siblings always respected me just because of what I did. I moved how I moved. I moved in a way with them where I was always transparent. When I went through some shit and went through some bullshit, they seen it. They were able to see the shit that I went through. And it showed them that even though I go through shit, I can still come out on the other side stronger than I've ever been. I can call my sister or my brother and then tell you and sit, and they can tell you stories where I've went through some dark ass shit, but I've come out on the other side stronger than I've ever been, like better than I've ever been. But I've showed them that shit. I never hid that shit from none of them. I never hid what it was I was going through or what I was dealing with or what was going on with me from them. Now I may have hid it from the world or I may have hid it from other people, but I never allowed them to not see my weakness because I knew that was going to give them what they needed in order to be strong for themselves. And yeah, they're going to go through some stuff and they're going to deal with some things and they're going to come into their own battles. But the thing was, they seen me and they knew that if I could go through the shit that I went through, then there was going to be a way that they could make it through the shit that they've gone through. And they could come to me and see what it was that I dealt with and how I dealt with it and kind of point them in the right direction. Because even now, my brother is 25 or 26. I think he's 26. And my sister's 20, about to be 21. And my sister more so than my brother, but my sister will come to me and she'll ask me about all kind of shit. She'll ask me about boys, life, future, how to deal with her parents, which is our mother and her father, which is we got different fathers and shit. But they come to me and they talk to me. They ask me things. They interact with me because I never was false for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I let them see what the hell I was dealing with, so they understood that they could come to me. And that's going to be the same thing for you. Like none of the shit that you're going through is for no reason. All of it is for a purpose. And it might be some dark ass shit and it might be some rough shit, but you going through it. And I hate saying it like this, but you're going through it for your own evolutionary purposes too. But people are going to see what you go through and they're going to be able to evolve off of that. They're going to be able to evolve just because you step in the room, just because of the stuff that you went through. You know what I'm saying? So it's understanding the battle and understanding what it is, and then knowing for a fact that this is all for not, if that makes sense. Like the NAUGHT, like all of this is for a end game reason, and it's just to be that beam of light. It's that beacon of light. When people, like in the old days when ships would get up to the coast and they would see that lighthouse, that light coming through for the lighthouse. That's that shit. That's exactly what that is.
Sorry.
So it's just embracing that and understanding that I'm doing this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's that. That's all that is.
That's crazy. That was a whole lot. I was trying to write my notes while y'all were talking, but everything was literally a confirmation. So to the point where, because literally before I hopped up here, I had the thought in my head. I was like, we'll just cut this person off because like, you can't even think on the same level, right? And then I'm like, I can't judge, like everybody's on their journey, so like I can't do that. So then like when Kay was like, oh yeah, you're having that thought or whatever, I kind of don't know what to do with that because now I'm kind of confused because it's like, do I cut them off or do I let them keep texting me? I don't know. And then the part about perfecting my craft and stuff like that. So y'all know that stimulus that's coming. I'm gonna be transparent, y'all. So it's $1,400. I'm about to get my laptop that I need, the mic that I need, and the camera that I need. It'll probably be a little bit over $1,400, but I'm really gonna go hard and invest in myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the take my time part, I actually had thoughts about taking down all of my social medias and starting over, but giving myself 2 months to nourish and get myself together, like, because I feel like I don't look like who me is in like the next 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I see her, I see like it's not even just the appearance, but like healthier, body looks totally different, skin, face, features, all these different things. I saw myself in the future, like in the vision. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. So I feel like I am going through this transition And like it's crazy because this woman that I call my second mom, she wrote the evolution of Mia on a napkin out of nowhere. But she wrote it in Spanish and gave it to me because she's Hispanic. And yeah, it's just y'all are crazy.
That's what we do. We out here. That's what we do. And this is why we here. Like, we here to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, obviously, you know, a lot of us in the quote unquote, like I said, spiritual community, which I hate using that word, but we are the guides. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we do. That's what our soul, part of our soul's mission was here to guide. So, like, the fact that we can even help you get those realizations, like, that's a blessing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see you succeed. That's all I want to see you do. Anybody who come through my path that, you know what I'm saying, like, is equal understanding, exchange of energy, that's all I want them to do is succeed. That's my life's work, to make sure other people I come in contact with succeeds. You know, because I want that shit for myself. Well, why would I not want it for somebody else? You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important. It's that me hearing you and seeing you and you coming up on the way that you've come up, that's a blessing to me, because even the conversations we had, even if you take away one thing, that means that I was able to at least give you one thing that's going to push you 10 times wherever you're going to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's fine with me. That's perfectly fine with me. As long as you're evolving and being your best self and doing everything you need for yourself, I'm okay. I'm perfectly okay. And I'm blessed to understand and know that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But you planted like 50 seeds, like, but like, I'm just trying to tell you, like, Master, I'm trying to tell you, like, those small little conversational texts or calls, whatever, like, all of those, you know, you have a part in my evolution. And like, when I'm accepting my Grammys and
manifested, girl,
like,
manifested.
Master K and Noms let me know on this date that but like, yeah, and K2, the self-reflecting part, definitely true. I haven't been looking at the world as what they're doing to me is happening for me, and everything is a reflection. So even if I think they crazy, some part of me that I need to address. So, but I did, you know, it just came up in my mind. I did want to ask about my mom.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to handle the situation.
Let me see if I can get something real quick. So give me a sec. About your mother, right?
Yes, needed.
Okay. Let's see. Let me ask about Mia's mother. This is what you said about her mother. See, I'm already seeing like a knot. It's like a string that's about to be a knot if pulled in the right direction. But let me see what the card says. Ooh. So the card I pulled was I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So it's heavy. Like I got this feeling of just heaviness. Like it's like she feels bad for all of the shit, but has no absolute way to be able to explain that to you. But at the same time, there was like, I don't know, it's like this feeling of sadness and heaviness, but anger at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Like blaming herself.
Yeah, I don't know, it's crazy.
I don't know what's going on, Mia, with you and your mom, but it's this level of guilt is what I'm getting. And sometimes when it comes to guilt, people demonstrate it differently. Sometimes when people are guilty, they'll give you guilt gifts, or they'll, you know, do nice things for you, give you money, whatever. And sometimes people get upset because you remind them of what they did or didn't do in regards to a situation. I don't know what's going on, but that's just what the message I got for you just now.
Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground.
And also, me, I'm getting that you're a teacher for your mother. Like, you teach her. And So it's kind of like that's where we expand past the limitations that we've perceived our whole lives. Because maybe your whole life you perceived your mother as your mother. And maybe you were really her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And so the physical titles, which we have to stop giving so much credit to now because we're expanding past them, the physical title said that she was your mom. You're my child. You don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. But now it's like, because we're expanding, you're actually here to teach her how to live differently, how to think differently, how to expand and ascend. Like,
y'all are so spot on.
Like, that's what I'm getting.
I feel led to throw this in there, but she won't receive it.
Yeah.
She will over time. It's not your job to get her to receive it. It's your job to just be who you are. Like I said, do what you got to do. Be who you are. Live your truth. That is the act of her perceiving it, because whether she likes it or not, you are attached to her DNA. She just replicated a version of herself. She created a parallel universe, a time, reality, whatever, to do something differently through you. So the guilt that she may be feeling may not even have anything to do with you as a person. It may be things that she didn't get to do, and she's watching you do it, or she's seeing that you overcome certain boundaries that she wasn't mentally able to. And that's the guilt. It's like, how could my child get through things that I wasn't able to get through at her age, or whatever the case may be?
And I'm gonna tell you, like my father tells me. He told me, and he said this to me many different times, and he still tells me this. He tells me all the time, I am the evolution of him. I am the 2.0 of who he is. I am named directly after my father. I am a junior, and he tells me this. He says, you are the evolution of me. You have the same three names I do. The only difference is I am senior and you are junior. You are the evolution of the very blood that flows through you. And that's exactly what it is. We are the evolution. We are the evolutionary ones. We are the evolved form of our parents. So with the combination of me, my mother, and my father, I am the evolved form of who they merged into one. Mm-hmm. I am the best aspects and the best qualities of them in one person. Is that not evolution?
True.
So there you go. So
the
that's
evolution of Mia.
So that's the evolution of Mia. Exactly. And as you continue,
I just think that some people can't receive it, and then they look at it as competition now.
Yeah, and people are going to understand from the perspective that they can understand it from. That's just the understanding of the way people operate now. Anyway, people now and always have had the level of understanding from their perspective. That's until people get into their evolved state, they don't know how to zoom out and see perspective from a bird's eye view. Most people only understand to view it from their eyes only. They can't see the kaleidoscope of life. They can't see all sides of the coin. They can't see the prism. They only see the light, or whatever, they only see the white light. They can't see the rainbow aspect of the light that creates the white light. They can't see all the different colors, the shades, the hues. You know what I'm saying? So it's understanding that some people are just limited in certain ways and certain things, and just understanding that we have to give them their space for that. With them having their space and allowing them to operate in their space until they get to the point to where they either can see that, or just understanding and knowing that their soul this time around just chose to not evolve in that way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just, it sounds crazy and it sounds messed up, but it's just understanding that part of it, understanding that aspect of this. Just, and for lack of a better term, that's just how it goes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But again, too, I know Nams and I was having this conversation earlier. It doesn't matter, because we have a mission. We have our own universe to operate in. You know what I'm saying? That's not us colliding with somebody else's universe. Doesn't necessarily make them part of our universe. You know what I'm saying? It's only a slight intersection, and then we keep it moving. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Definitely. But I was just wondering if I should stay stay, at the new place that I'm at, or stay close, or just like create boundaries and that separation? Does that separation need to happen?
Trust yourself. I would say this is what I would tell you. This is what I want you to do. I want you to tonight do a meditation, and I want you to go deep within yourself and ask yourself those questions, and let your soul speak, and see what your soul says. Okay.
Yes.
Good. And we'll talk.
Y'all were spot on.
I know that like feels good. It feels like this like sailing off energy, like from whatever it is emotionally that was turbulent, like sailing off into calmer waters and being okay in that, in the middle of nowhere in these waters, but just that motion of like smooth sailing. Like that's all that matters. I don't know where I'm going. I can't see the shore. I'm out in the middle of the fucking ocean, but I'm smooth sailing. I'm not going through those huge ass waves no more. I'm smooth sailing. Period. And I want to continue to be smooth sailing. So I don't want to be around shit that ain't smooth sailing. Like,
Facts.
And if you ain't smooth sailing, I gotta sail smooth past your ass. I'm sorry, I love you, but I gotta let you from a distance.
Facts. Sometimes we
I'm
just
screaming.
Sometimes we just gotta be on that boat on the ocean by ourselves on cool water.
Y'all scaring me right now. Can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead.
What's up?
Let me tell y'all. So right, it's this right, so like y'all know I came up in church. So Pastor Todd, he had this whole sermon where he preached. He had his pulpit filled with water. He was on a boat and he preached about being like out in the water. Like can't see the shore, can't see nothing. And literally I've made like these past few weeks about being anchored and being grounded in myself and being sure of myself even more.
Yeah.
And like I just feel like that's so crazy. And y'all are scaring me because I just feel like y'all are like, I don't know, y'all open, like, I don't know, y'all just like looking right at me right now or something. But that's crazy. And I literally was writing in my journal today because I was like, hold on, let me tap back into like, I was like, because Nye had posted something about like numbers and how they like are portals and stuff, and we continue to see them. And I didn't know that, so I'm like, I keep seeing numbers. Hold on, when I see them, let me start writing. Like, manifest. So I'm like, hold on, this is what I'm supposed to do with this, and this is da da da. So everything is making sense. Y'all just gave me like, y'all know how on Uber it show you where you at and where the car is at.
Right.
So like, I feel like when Kay was like, yeah, also look at those people, because you just reminded me to look at them and, the same, basically how it is in my mind. I hope this makes sense when it comes out. Even when I look at other people, like even my mom or like my father or different people, I'm going to look at them, see what they're doing. And every time I think about the things that they do, it's things that I've done. So it's just like that navigation system, just happened just now. But I'm finishing what I can because y'all niggas is crazy.
Thank you, girl.
We appreciate you. Send us, whatever updates about what's going on, what you've learned. Like that's a form of reciprocity. So send us information, updates, whatever it is that you can. Like it don't have to be money, but let us know like how your path is going and what you're feeling and stuff like that, to be able to have more guidance or whatever. Because really it's just your path, and we're all just guiding each other on our own individual path. Nobody's able to tell anybody this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. It's literally just you doing what your soul needs you to do, and other people guiding you in your own story, in your own book, in your own movie. Other people just being there. You have to figure out what everything means. But you're doing a good job because you're seeing the reflection in us, in different groups, in people that you're dealing with in your personal life, your family, your friends. Like that's the purpose, is that you could see yourself in these other people, or you have that connection. There's something reflecting back. Maybe you're reflecting a lot to people that they see in themselves that they're not doing. Maybe, you know, you studying and finding out more about yourself and who you are and the power that you possess. Maybe people want to do that and they're not doing it, and you reflect that to them. It's all like it interconnects and it works together. So keep going. Like keep going is all I can say. Like just keep going.
Definitely. Thank you guys again. And Kate, I just want you to know, I see how much you've grown when we first got up here compared to now. Like, you've grown so much, and I'm definitely proud of you. Because like, it's been a lot of stuff that have went down, and you know, I think we both, like, that reflection thing, I think that was the lesson we were supposed to get at first, but we did it. But now we understand it, and I just wanted to say that I do see you in like amazing work, and definitely so very proud. If I could send $100,000, I would.
Girl, you hella funny. Mia, I told you from the beginning, and I need everybody to know this. It don't matter what's going on. If I tell you that no matter what, like, we're rocking and I have love for you, that's not no fake, superficial shit. Like, we could be literally not fucking with each other. And I'm be like, take your ass over on the other side of the room and let me be in this side, and I'm gonna figure it out. And then when you figure it out, we gonna figure some shit out together. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, figure it out. Like, really, like, I give people the space to have that moment without being like attaching myself or my emotions to what's going on, because I know things change over time. So, and I already felt that way. I already felt your energy earlier. When I told you that you was my girl, it was no lie. Even if I expressed some sort of energy towards you or feel upset or whatever, it's like, you still my girl. That I'm not lying about that. Like, just because I might be like wilding one day, a little emotional, you feel me, going through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still my girl. But I do, because I was thinking about it earlier when you messaged me, you were like telling me, like, you know, you shared what I saw beyond that message, because I didn't take it personally, but what I saw beyond that message was like, you were being vulnerable. You were speaking your truth to me. You were being open. It doesn't matter what you specifically said to me. It was just the fact that you allowed yourself to be vulnerable and say something to see if you would get a response. Not even to see if you get a response, but to just get something to, like, you opened up your heart about how you felt. That's what I saw. And that moment has stuck with me. So, like, I always think back to that moment where I'm like, I remember, like, she spoke her truth and she said what she had to say. She got it off her chest and I respected it. That was the instant moment I knew I had respect for you. Like, period. So.
Okay. You know it's all love for me too. And definitely, like, if I write you, I'm going to take a toll for it. I promise you I'll be quiet and listen. I usually hog y'all every time we get in Clubhouse. Y'all be like that? I be hogging love, grasping, cake. Nobody can have y'all but me. Listen, I guess I have to share. But I was going to say too, like, even when I message you, at the moment, usually how I deal with things, like, when little stuff like that happens, like, usually other people will get upset and be trying to go off on you and say something smart. But I'm like, nah, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I don't care if I look like a punk. Like, I'm going to tell you. So I just thought, like, you know, I have to tell Kate, because Kate's, you know, on another level of thinking, and you did acknowledge it. So I was just like, okay, cool. That's usually how I am. I'm a person, like, it's easy for me to be vulnerable. But it's like this part of me that still has like these walls up, like I won't get my hopes up type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Makes
you know what I'm saying? But like, definitely all love here too, Kay.
You sis. Love you, sis. Like, period.
I'm playing patty cake with you, like
in the realms, playing patty cake, doing some jump rope, some hopscotch. You feel me? Some double dutch, girl. Don't play.
Wait, why did I just see that before you said that? Stop playing.
We on the playground, girl.
I'm not gonna play with y'all. Y'all mess, yo.
Nah, but that was dead on point, y'all. Like, scary on point. It's definitely gonna help me. I think I could sleep easy tonight. You know, I've been stressing about Go ahead, Master. My bad.
No, I was saying good. I want you to be able to rest. Go ahead.
Just like, it's going to allow me to rest and get some things done and just like keep going on my little path that I'm on. But I've been going super hard, I'm not going to lie. And I realized too, people look totally different to me. They don't look the same. And it's kind of scary. Like, you asked him that reading you did, and he was like, "Yeah, you kind of give a third eye energy." And I'm telling you, I see you right through everybody. I see you right through myself.
See?
I be like stopping myself in the tracks of like doing certain things. Like, literally, I could. And even like how easy manifestation comes to me, anything I speak or set my mind to, it happens. Happens. I needed some money, happened. I needed this, happened. Job, happened. Car, happened. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this training for this job all the way in Massachusetts, but it's gonna happen.
Facts.
Claim it. You already said it.
I was gonna text you these numbers: 522-144.
Yeah, text them to me.
Okay.
That was beautiful. I love that.
I love it. Go ahead, Nams. Do your thing.
I love it.
I love it. For real. Go ahead, Nams.
Yes, I just wanted to do some moderating stuff. And you guys, this has been an awesome space of just sharing. I'm sure you guys are being blessed by all of the gems that are being expressed by both Master and Kay.
Good.
And I just want to make sure that we do honor that space and do honor their gifts. You know, if you do receive something that really changes your perspective, that ultimately is going to change your life. And these people have been a very key part in the whole process. So it's important that we just highlight the whole process of respecting the energy reciprocity. And you know, if you are led within your hearts to bless up their cash apps, like hit them up, because they are dope at what they do. As you can see, like they are hitting the nail on the head, you know, clicking up sparks of enlightenment. You know, that is definitely testament to their gifts. So, you know, if you feel led to honor their gifts in
tap in with me
monetary form, then please, that would definitely be greatly appreciated. They do this full time, so it would definitely be appreciated. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I put that in.
Instagram.
You know, they've been going on for about 2 hours now, over 3 hours. Well, I don't know how long it's been, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure we get that in within moderating space.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Kay, I want to check in. Are you good? Are you good to continue?
I'm chilling. I have a question on YouTube from a subscriber, and so I wanted to get to that. But yeah, I'm chilling. I mean, we have 3 more people left, so on the stage right now, and so I kind of feel like at that point, you know, for the 3 people that are left, you know, we can. I don't know. How do you feel?
I'm good.
I feel like we can get that knocked out and just, you know, let's keep it like, you know, not to constrain you or limit you, but let's keep it like at just a basic question or something that, you know, maybe specific. If you guys can think of specific questions, so we can kind of like hone in on one thing and just boom, get it done. So yeah, that's just going forward. But we do have a question on YouTube from my subscriber Shaga.
I did want to throw out there too. Just remember, you guys can book us also too. So if you want to go in depth, if you want more time, like, and I'm saying this, but I want y'all to take it in the best way possible. More of that intimate type of connection where we can actually break down and discuss with you and go over and go to that space with you. Definitely book us, because that's where a lot of our more in-depth information will come from also too, and we will be able to tap in a little bit more, and especially doing it over Clubhouse too. Like a lot of times we have to like sift out the energy that's coming through, so a lot of times we'll have to we can't go as deep because there is like that massive kind of collection of energy. So if you're in the room right now and you haven't booked or not haven't booked, if you haven't asked your question or you haven't come up, or even if you've already gotten a reading and you want more insight, more detail, or some other questions you have, or again, like I do my intuitive healing, Kay does what else?
I do my readings with self-development, really figuring out where you are on your journey, how to get around the blockages in regards to family, friends, but like really discovering who you are and exploring that, just different things. Self-development is what I call it, but it's a lot of different umbrellas. And I'm also getting into hypnotherapy, so it's going to be more stuff added. But, you guys, you can just hit us up on our socials. Just literally DM us, or you can go to the website in the description box below on Instagram or on my IG. Just go to our, our websites, all in our links in our bios. Not follow us, but like stay close with us because we want to help. And as long as you are receiving information that's helpful for you and you're finding it valuable, like we want to have that community. We want to build that community. So it transcends, just, doing that transactional stuff. It's more of a community that we build. So yeah, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's in my bio on Clubhouse and it has my website and everything. And you can just DM me like, I'm super approachable. We're all really approachable, so yeah. So we're going to answer this question on YouTube. But yeah, we're just clearing the energy right now to go to the next scenario. I just appreciate everybody being super vulnerable and just opening up and receiving. Like, this is really beautiful. I'm feeling this energy.
Yeah. Sounds like a podcast. It's giving
Were we not talking about podcasts?
We were talking about podcasts.
Yeah, I know my phone.
We definitely. Yeah.
I think my charger's in my room.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely talked about podcasts though.
Yeah, we were for sure.
Confirmation, guys. Confirmation.
And see, that's why when I say reflection, it's like how you got the confirmation from us. It's like now we're getting the confirmation from you because you just saying podcast tapped into some whole different shit. We had a whole ass conversation, so it's like, damn, girl, like you tapping in. You know what I mean? So
get a joint journal, guys, that only y'all touch for your joint ideas.
What if we had like a traveling journal that we like mailed to different people on Clubhouse that were like
that movie with the jeans?
You already know, girl. That's what I was thinking about when I said it.
Oh my god, man, this ain't.
Just a journal, and then by the time you get the journal, you can read everybody else's journal entry, and then you put yours like. Wouldn't that be hella dope? I'm just saying.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Alright, y'all be quiet because we don't want nobody trying to take the idea.
Okay, that part. That part.
Loops, Ola, Grace, Angelics, Taryn, Scott, Tamaya, Tamia, Angelica. I'm just playing. Oh, so that's a call out. Hell no. No,
what was that question on YouTube?
So the question on YouTube is, I need to know if my family will be financially stable soon. Been feeling like giving up lately, and that ain't me. And this is from Shaga Robinson.
Okay. So stability and family.
I'm gonna use my new deck.
Yeah.
Even if it's not soon, are you gonna buy? Can they yours? Turn me down.
You're hella funny. Looks like there's an opportunity that you may not be seeing. It's like hidden in plain sight. Oh. I'm kind of getting some relocation energy for you, Shaga. You may be wanting or needing to relocate. That would be a good idea. You could be balancing that out. 2 of crystals here. So I'm not going to lie to you right now, Shaga. I'm getting an energy where this balancing that you're having to do with the financial aspect is due to some sort of ancestral, like, karma. I'm not going to lie. This is what I'm getting. And I feel like that's what's causing a burden on you. There's something like you may need to venerate an ancestor or kind of like pay off some sort of debt. Like an ancestor could have had a debt that they never paid. And so it just passes down, as time goes on. 10 of Swords here with the 4 of Crystals. Yeah, there's some sort of energy that's being held on to that needs to be put to an end for you to have your money, for that money to come through. That's kind of what I'm getting from. That's what my mom said. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Is that any other messages for Shaga? Yeah, the Sun card here with the 3 of Cups. Shaga, you may want to, I'm not, trying to plug myself, but I want to book, like, if you want to book a reading with me, or if you feel, because I'm getting, like, there's some past life memories that you need to have access in order to break out of that karma, because it's not yours. Yeah, Sage of Crystals, Queen of Pentacles here. It's like somewhere down the bloodline. Yeah. There's some sort of energy that needs to be repaid here for something that somebody did, though. That's kind of what I'm getting. There's some energy that needs to be repaid for what somebody did, though. Energy that needs to be repaid for what somebody did. And the ancestor is the somebody that I feel like this is talking about. This Queen of Pentacles here. So that's what I'm saying. This reading is a little deeper. Like, I don't feel like it's necessarily a hex, but it feels like a karmic debt. What do you get from this?
Yeah, ooh, I can already see. Well, I'm definitely getting love and compassion. I'm getting, that's that energy coming through from the question, from the struggling aspect. Energy coming through with that. I'm seeing like more love and compassion on self, as far as like taking care and handling self in like a more delicate format, or self-reflective format, as far as like looking within of your inner self and taking care of that better, or I wouldn't even say better, but delicately. Yeah, that's a word I keep hearing, is delicately. With the water, with the flow. See, with this card is crazy because I always get a different image every time I look at this card, but I'm seeing water flow from the heart, and I'm tying that into the aspect of the love and compassion. I'm hearing the song, "There's an ice box where my heart used to be." Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You gotta chip at that ice box and let the water flow, and honestly, not even just let the water flow, but like let the heart be like water. That's what I'm getting from that energy too. Next card I pulled up was "Trust Your Path." If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And see, it's giving me that energy. It's tapping into what Kay was talking about as far as the I don't even want to go too deep into that, but I'm just gonna say, if I'm gonna ask you that question, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I feel like that's the question that you need to ask yourself, and you need to tap in with yourself and actually ask yourself, what would you do? Like really go deep within that and ask yourself that question. Next card I got was Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions, new beginnings. You'll survive this. Whatever it is you're going through right now, whatever has happened, even the situation that Kay was speaking on and touched on a little bit, new beginnings. You now have solutions to begin new things, to renew, to get rid of old situations and start new paths, to move into newer beginnings. So I'm really feeling restricted by spirit right now. Like it's like I'm blocked off, which is crazy because
she's going through a test and you can't tell her the answers.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I can't. Like I'm trying to give you more, but I'm literally almost like there's like a block. So it's like, yeah, but I am telling you that you've been tapped into like solutions. So use the solutions that you've tapped into, and get on those new beginnings. There's resources that have come to you that it's weird because it's like I'm really restricted. Like, whoa, like this is crazy. But yeah, there's resources that have come to you. Use those resources. Like, but
pay attention to the details, like the subtle things, the feelings, the messages, the dreams.
That's what I'm having to pick up on, like the subtle things. Like they're like, it's minute details that I'm getting shown, that I'm getting given, and it's like, it's crazy because it's like small details, like small pictures, flashes of pictures. Like normally I'll see like a glimpse, or more than just a glimpse, but I'll see like a connection of things. But I'm catching like flashes, like small glimpses, like real quick. So that's it's definitely. But I'm hearing that there has been connections that have been made that will start the renewal process. So, yeah.
I like that reading for her. Like, I hope that gave you hope, Shaga. I hope that like worked for you. But I like that reading for you because it feels very good and hopeful. Like, just keep going. Like use the little details that you see, you hear, you feel. Keep going. I feel like I need to change my environment, but my financial issues are holding me back. I do see a move coming for you, and I'm not gonna lie, it may be a move that you may find a bit difficult to process, but it's going to lead you to better outcomes. I'm really hearing for you to like really let go of like the poverty mindset of being broke, like, or being impoverished. Like, live your life as if you have those
overflow. I don't know if you can see this card, but I'm gonna show it to you. The water card, my Beyond Lemuria deck. I'm gonna get it out the light. So if you can see this card, it's just rivers of waters, overflow, water. The card is called water, and it's called the overflow. So it's just getting in the flow state, getting in the flow mindset. But again, it's getting that. It's here, like I told you. You got an ice box. Like you got to get out of that ice box mindset and out of the ice box in your heart, and allow your heart and mind to flow into each other. Because your mind's gonna just take you on a journey all over the place. But if your heart is bricked up, you can't expect nothing to flow through. It's impossible. It's like taking a dam. You dam up a river and then you freeze it. You really not about to have any flow going on. So
I'm also hearing you're gonna get your stimulus check soon. So bam. Yeah, it's like it looks like it's the financial issues, but it's you being unsure of what your heart is wanting you to move towards. You've been wanting to move, but whatever financial situation you've had now gives you an excuse now to say it's the financial issue, when really it was the challenge within yourself of changing your environment, of elevating, of going somewhere else and doing something different. And so, yes, love and compassion. And so that's that energy he was talking about with the heart space, like being blocked off. And so I feel as though for you, you're going to get the stimulus check. And then what's going to be the next excuse, right? So when you get the stimulus check, right, go ahead and move. I don't care if $600, $500, $200, move. Because now you're
don't give yourself reasons.
Exactly. Your spirit has kind of showed you up like, hey, you said it was the money. Now you got the money. Now what?
Now what?
Oh, it's the bills. Oh, it's the debt. Yeah, I still need a job, boo. Yep. See, look, let me tell you something. Like, what's up, Jarrell? What's going on, bro? Shaga, let me tell you something. So I moved from California to Texas with $1,000 to my name, and I did not have a job lined up.
Girl, if you want,
it's stuff that he already know.
Let me tell you real quick right now.
You can't get a place without pay stub job. Look, holla at your spirit, and your spirit will holla back. I got a buddy of mine. She got to book a reading.
Yeah.
You need to book a reading for real.
Go ahead and
book a reading. It's for real, Shaga, because like whatever, you don't have to give no money. Like, we're gonna just whatever, because you're in a situation, but you need to book a reading. You know what I mean? We're gonna exchange. If you just could give us a good review for the reading, we'll go with that. But because there's some stuff that you're dealing with that we all dealing with, but don't let your mind overcompensate the intelligence of your heart that knows and can feel. You know what I mean? Your mind is what's causing your heart to stress out. Your heart knows and feels a change is coming for you, and that's what's been happening all along.
She said she won't.
All right, we'll hit you up. We'll hit you up, Shaga, or just you feel me? Like, email me. My information is below in the description box. My Instagram, all that is below in the description box. My email address, and we'll book something for you. But yeah, thank you for showing up for yourself. We got you though.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. So
clubhouse room.
Right.
Yeah, because I know it cuts you out of the clubhouse room.
My bad, y'all. I'm coming back in.
Damn, do you want to reset the room real quick, my lovely? That's if she's not asleep. That is if she's not asleep.
Nams.
Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, she like, we gotta go.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone who's coming within this space. This is Kayla and Master here to give you some insight. They've been really tapping into a lot of deep stuff in this space. I've also been sitting down and just had, being fed. So if you've been some in this space, then definitely send them a message. Send them actually, like, let them know, like, not just like if you've come in this space and you've been just sitting down and just listening, like, and you've been inspired by something, like, reach out and actually let them know as well, because these messages actually do help us when we do get these physical confirmations. Sometimes we're just expressing out, and we're just expressing out, and sometimes we don't often get the confirmation kind of in real time, but yeah, definitely hit them up. Also, their information for their cash apps is in their bio if you are inspired to bless them through currency form. As we are resting the law of reciprocation. The law of reciprocation. I know I messed that up, but you know what I'm saying. Then that would definitely be appreciated. So definitely go into their bios and you'll find their information there if you feel led to book a reading for their services. I know Master does his healing and energetic services. Kay does her readings and has other stuff that she's doing as well. So definitely go and explore their website, see what they're doing, see what they're offering, and go support. So yeah, continue taking away, guys.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Nams, for hanging in with us. And we're just doing Tamia and Taryn after this. So unfortunately, the readings are closed after them. But thank you guys for those who are still listening in the audience and still are getting some gems from just even overhearing, this reading that we're doing. And so yeah, we appreciate it. So Tamia, do you have a question, love, or anything that you want to know in regards to, we're just trying to keep it limited to like one question right now. So do you have a question or anything that we can just directly address? All right. Taryn, are you there, love?
Yes, I am.
Do you have a question or something direct that you would like guidance on that we can get for you tonight?
Yeah. I just have a question about like career and I guess forward movement. I'm in school right now, but I'm feeling kind of stuck. I'm taking classes from home. So anything you can tell me to I guess feel less stuck or in regards to just moving forward would be great.
Okay.
No problem. Thank you for being patient.
Yes, thank you for being patient. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. I enjoyed listening.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So, forward movement. Taryn. Freedom card coming through. That's the freedom card here. Shining light. What you got so far?
So I'm getting for you, Taryn, that you are actually building here. Things are going good with you, but you just don't see it right away. It's not direct. You can't directly see it. But I also feel like you're healing from something possibly with a previous employer, somebody that may you didn't feel was reliable, or some sort of career path that you may not have seen as totally reliable. Girl, a card didn't feel it. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is.
I heard it.
You have the Emperor here with the Temperance card. So this is restoring your ability to take action in regards to what you want to do, not going back and forth, but really logically planning something out, learning from your past experiences and executing it. It just feels like there's an idea that's trying to come through, but you may not see it. So I would definitely search within and meditate on what it is that you truly want to manifest here. Because it feels like you may not, it's like if you don't know what you want to manifest, you're not going to see it when it comes. So if you're not fully detailed about and aware about what you're manifesting, when it comes, you're going to actually resist it and not take action on it. So, it's like if you put out an order for this, or you ask for this and you see it walking down the street, it's for you because you put out that specific order. But if you don't if you're not as specific about what you want, then, you could see something and not take it for what it is, not take it for the blessing and opportunity it is, because you don't recognize it because you weren't as specific. That's kind of more so what I'm getting in regards to career here. Just be very clear about what you want and how you're going to get it, and set those intentions with the universe. Even looking up, like I'm seeing, like looking up, I don't know what you're doing for career, but looking up something in regards to marketing, looking up like how to be your own boss or whatever it is that you want to do, looking it up, even if you're not going, through that path per se, 100%, you're not going to walk that path all the way down. Even looking it up is letting the universe know that you're wanting to attract more information like that, or you're wanting to attract that type of experience in, your waking state. So that way you can get some energy generated.
And then I got the Freedom card coming through first. And the first thing that came to mind when I looked at the Freedom card was operating in the mindset of freedom. And that's in regards to the forward movement. I'm seeing a box, but I'm seeing an open box. Don't allow yourself to be in whatever box that may be trying to get put on you, or that you may be putting yourself in. Because I also have the Shine Your Light card coming through. And what I'm seeing is just a light illuminating from her hands. I don't know if you have any particular... Are you creative, or do you do anything with your hands or anything like that? Paint, draw, anything like that?
Yes, I paint and I also play music, but I haven't played in a while.
Get back to it.
That's the message I got too.
Get back to it. Because I'm seeing those hands, and I'm seeing divine light coming out of those hands. But it's in reference to the freedom too. That's your freedom aspect. Because I'm also seeing the divine light in the middle of, on the card itself, it's a dragonfly. And the body of the dragonfly is light. So I'm getting that energy of the key to the freedom is that light energy that you bring out of your freedom state. So whatever it is that makes you feel free, be in that state, and then allow that state to flow through you and create the freedom that it is that you want. That is part of the key to your forward movement, as far as just being in this like freedom aspect of mind. That's again going back to that box. Don't let yourself be boxed in. I also got the card pulled, Messenger, bringing harmony and balance. I think that's also going back to the reference of it's weird because I'm like seeing you. What instrument do you play?
I play the piano and I also play the cello.
It's crazy because I was seeing the violin, but I was seeing, that makes sense. I knew it was an instrument like that. I just couldn't place. I don't know why violin came up, but that makes sense. Like I can see that. I can see you getting in that space, almost like standing in front of a window, playing your music, and just watching yourself just be in that space. But harmony. What I was hearing was the harmony and balance in that, and then seeing you at peace with yourself, and like this harmonic feel of being in just this space, that freedom space. Another card that I got was the Council of Light, divine orchestration. Orchestration could be, orchestra, of course, but in this sense is divine orchestration, divine making, divine being, of course, but helpers in the subtle realms. That's giving me many different energies, but one being like divine protection energy, but also just knowing you're not alone in this whole aspect of all of this going on. Like there is presence there that is there to give you like a sense of comfort. But as long as you allow them to be, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you?
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. And also the last card that I got was the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. The biggest thing with that one is, what am I getting? I'm hearing tap in, but I'm hearing it's in link to regards of getting back to your creative aspect of self. So getting back to the music, getting back to that harmonic state, and then using that to raise your vibration, bringing your energy up and bringing it forward. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah. I actually have been feeling that I need to get back into my music.
Mm-hmm. Definitely do that, because I'm looking at the card here. Again, I'm seeing like this light. Well, I'm seeing a rainbow, but I'm looking at her hands, and there's like these wings almost like coming from her hands, and like there's this bright sun over her head just beaming down, and it's like you can see this rainbow beam of coming through her body. So it's definitely giving me that same energy where the Freedom card comes through, like that light body coming through, but it's in conjunction and ties to everything else, tying back to getting back to your freedom state, which ties back into that music, that creative aspect, that the music aspect of it. So I would say tap into it and just allow yourself to be in that state, and that's going to help you propel yourself forward and feel better about that situation.
Sorry, just one quick thing just to add to
Go ahead.
This reading. Taryn, are you interested in astrology at all?
Yes, I've been really into astrology for the past year or two, and I actually just gave my little sister like a little reading.
Okay, I'm about to tie something together for you that you're about to go down a whole rabbit hole, and you're just about to just enter a whole new world. So, you're interested in astrology, write down this word, cymatics, CYMATICS. This is looking into the science of sound and frequency. When you begin to tie that into astrology, you're going to begin to really tap into channeling light codes through planetary frequency for your music. So, you're about to just expand on a whole rabbit hole of information if you need any inspiration about that. In fact, I also have
activating the
I did an astrology course that showed the foundations of how music connects with astrology as well. That would probably be a good webinar for you to look at. And just being able to get that foundational information of that. But I feel like that's the direction that you need to go into. You're an activator. You activate through music. It's interesting that you play the cello, because these are still instruments that resonate on that 432 frequency, the original frequencies of Earth. So you're tapping into some original source frequencies, and you're just going to channel it, and you are one of the healers through and also study the Levites. These are the priests that stood in front of the Ark of the Covenant. These were the musicians that brought the Spirit of God into the land. So these are energies that you're awakening within yourself.
Wow, thank you so much. And it's so interesting that you said that, because this past weekend, I just randomly looked up like how the astrological signs correlate to the keys of music. And then it was just really weird. I don't know how that came into my mind, and then I went to go and do something else.
Speechless.
All synced. It's all synced. So yeah, if you need any more time to get with that, then
this shit is real. Period.
Okay, thank you. By the way, I'm also a musician and singer, so this is why I can tell you this.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying thanks.
Yeah, no problem at all. And thank you, Nams, for tapping in, because that's Nams will tap in.
She's tapped when As soon as she said that you went to astrology, I was like, we about to go there. I already know we about to go there.
I knew it. I knew she was going to pop out with something. So, yes. So, definitely tap in with all of that because I can see it. I can definitely see it for you.
And I definitely feel like for you, Taryn, it would be really, really wise to connect to NAMS. I just kind of see like almost like an apprenticeship or just kind of like really getting that knowledge, you know what I mean, from her and really getting that guidance. I would really suggest that. I can already kind of see that with you. And she has her academy as well. So that may also be something that you might want to look into deeper. We discuss a lot of different topics. And so she's the head of that. So definitely tap in with her, follow her on socials and like hit her up for that because she's the one for it. She is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just followed her.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right. So I believe that should be everybody unless did Tamia ever come back?
I don't think she did. Maybe she was just listening. So we're going to hold space for her. If you guys want to definitely get tapped in deeper, follow all the moderators. Go ahead and follow us on social. If you feel the need to donate to us, because for whatever reason, you can definitely donate. Our Cash Apps, me and Master. This is Caleb speaking, by the way. But me and Master, our Cash Apps are in our description box on Clubhouse, and Nams has her PayPal on Clubhouse because she's in the UK. So if you guys want to give a donation, we do appreciate that. But go ahead and check us out on socials. We have all of our links in our bios, and you can DM us to get any additional information that you may want to know or get guidance on or get tapped into. And you can book with us. We all do different things. So just tap into whoever you feel resonates with you. And thank you so much for coming to this room. We really appreciate you. Any closing words?
Biggest thing is I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for coming to the heart space. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming to the Heart Sanctuary. It's my pleasure and my honor to be able to do these things that I'm blessed to be able to do. It's, for lack of a better term, I'm blessed. And I'm blessed just to be able to see the reflection of all of the people that I'm able to help within myself and be able to see those things come out through you guys. Me doing this is a blessing to my heart in so many different aspects, so many different ways. Honestly, if I didn't have to get paid to do any of this, I wouldn't. Real talk. And I'm just being honest with you. This is me seeing people grow and me seeing people evolve and me seeing people come into their own light and their own aspect of power is just priceless to me. Real talk. But because we live on this earth, obviously we got to do things.
I make our little mucha, little chuchu.
Exactly. But the blessing for me is really for being able to help others come into a space to where they acknowledge their sovereignty, or even just being able to just find the light in the darkness, or be able to see in the darkness. If you know what I'm saying. So if you can't find the light, but you can still see, then mission accomplished. So just to have you guys in the room, just to have you guys even come share the space, that's a blessing to my heart. Really, really, honestly and truly. And I just ask you to please follow the Heart Sanctuary. Because we'll be doing multiple rooms like this, not just reading rooms, but I want to do way more rooms. I want to do conversation rooms. I want to do tap in and networking rooms. I want to be able to do rooms to where there's teaching, there's wisdom, there's knowledge, there's transference of information. I want to break down the gatekeeping of just people only being able to connect with each other just for assets. A lot of times that's what people do. Now, don't get me wrong. We still want to be able to take heed of those things, but a lot of times we need a helping hand from one another. And so with that, that's a lot of the big reason why I created this space, to be able to just start to tap into that and be able to see my idea of that whole aspect of tapping in with one another come to fruition. Because it's a big thing, and Clubhouse has become a crazy huge platform, and now I have the opportunity to let my voice ring and speak and help other people, help other people, help other people. You know, as we build ourselves and we build others, others help build others. And that's how we create healing within this whole entire earth, universe, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So again, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those who donated. Thank you for those who came to the stage. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for the reciprocity, you know, the energy of the exchange of reciprocity, all of it, everything, from A to Z to inside, outside, left, right, all of it. But I appreciate you and I thank you. And I just want to say, please come back to any other room we may have. I haven't got any dates and time set in stone just yet, but there will be more rooms coming for discussions, and there'll be other rooms like this, and I'll be having people host rooms on different topics. It won't just be spiritual aspects. It might be hair one day. It might be video games. It might be tech. It might be astrology. It might be music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to have different aspects of rooms and connectivity for people to have. Like, instead of just this, like, a lot of people just hopped on the spiritual train and just was like, oh, we just gonna talk about spiritual aspects all day long. Nah, we still live this life. We still live on this earth. And we still have different aspects of interest. So that's what I wanted to also create this space for, to just do a bunch of different things under one understanding of just the heart sanctuary. This is where you bring your heart. This is the holy place you bring your heart. And it's in the holy place doesn't necessarily tie into the spiritual aspect. It's your holy place. Whatever is holy to you, I want you to be able to bring your heart here. So yeah. So thank you again. I hope you follow the room. I hope you tap in with us, and I hope you join us next time when we host and provide.
Can I just, this is Essence. I popped out and I popped back in, but I just want to say congratulations on your house.
Thank you, Essence. I appreciate you. I know we didn't get a chance to get to you, so I'm sorry. We tapped out, like, so yeah, but thank you.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I know I can feel it, and you sound like I'm not going to ask, but I did come up here to say congratulations to you guys because I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Essence. I really do. Thank you. And thank you for coming up, and thank you for holding space in the room too. Thank you for just being here and bringing in your energy also too. So just thank you so much, and I'm glad for you to be here. Each and every one of you, everybody who's come in, those who have been in and have already left our presence. But I send my thanks in the ethers to them also too. So, but just I thank everyone for being here this evening.
That was beautiful. Like, that was hella beautiful. That was very heartfelt. One of my subscribers and really good friends said that was really beautiful. So she resonated. She's also a Pisces. So y'all got that little Pisces connection going on. Yeah,
that energy. Yes.
But yeah, Master pretty much said it. This was awesome. I really appreciated being able to like cross collab and cross, connect with Clubhouse and YouTube, because my YouTube was able to hear some of you guys who decided to get readings or who wanted to share something. And so I think that's really beautiful to connect through different platforms and, kind of generate more energy with that. So I'm really thankful for you all doing that. And thank you so much for showing up, everybody. We really appreciate it. And it's really good to see familiar faces.
Yeah, definitely. So please continue to tap in with us. Please support. Because like I said before, I plan on doing big things. I want to change the world. And this is where I begin. So with your support and with your trust in what I plan to do, yeah, we're going to change the world. So, yeah. So thank you. With that being said, me and Kay going to tap out. And I thank Nams for coming in and moderating. And again, thank you for everybody being here. And follow us on socials. Follow us here on Clubhouse. If you do want to book a more in-depth reading with us also too, tap in with us. We got our booking information available in Clubhouse, our socials and everything. And yeah, so just tap in with us. We do a host of stuff. I do my oracle readings and my energetic healing, intuitive healing, just to kind of giving people an idea of what that is, because I know a lot of people don't really know. It's different than Reiki. I give respect to Reiki because Reiki is a ancient art, and I respect it as its ancient art. But what I do is similar, but it's like I said, it's different. I respect Reiki. But when I go in and I am able to heal the spiritual body and ease the pains and the aches. And Kay can tell you,
He don't even be having to try. You just tell him you got something going on. If you even say like my side hurts, my elbow hurts, you're gonna be like 2 seconds later, you're gonna be like, oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like he goes in and does the job. So you guys really,
And this is facts.
Yeah. So really, like, I mean, I know he's got some more promotional stuff coming up for advertising that, so y'all can have visuals. But like, it's a thing. You should definitely treat yourself. Like, hit him up in his social media, on his Twitter, on his Instagram, wherever you need to find him to get that healing. I suggest you do that for real. Like, I'm not just bigging up my bro. I'm really telling y'all, like, this shit works. So yeah.
So yes, definitely tap in. I have that, and the biggest thing again with that is I aim to help you heal your spiritual aspect, or what we call the spiritual aspect, but the light body, and then transform that into helping the mental aspect, and then transforming and helping the emotional aspect, which can then translate to the physical body, and then so you get total all around healing.
Mm-hmm.
I do provide guided meditation. So those of you who struggle to meditate or struggle with being able to tap into the meditations, I will help you get to a place to where you can do those things on your own.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest thing is I want to make sure I empower you to be the spiritual sovereign being that you are, because you have that power, you have that ability. So I'm going to make sure that I tap in to get you there. So just tap in with me and let's get you rolling in the direction that you want to go. And again, Kay also too. Kay, tap yourself in.
Yeah, I'm really developing. I'm kind of like transitioning between what I was doing originally with the readings and what I'm progressing into. So that just goes to show that you never stop learning and growing and progressing. So you guys, I'm definitely here for y'all. And those who are going through traumatic situations or past traumas, even past life traumas. Sometimes a lot of the things that we fear in this part of our lifetime is really equated to things that could have happened even in our past, just this lifetime or past lives. So I'm really wanting to tap into releasing ancestral traumas, releasing past life trauma or this life trauma, and working on that inner child energy and really focusing on how to connect that inner child with the higher self, the mother of the inner child. In regards to this reality. So yeah, it's really deep, but you guys just keep tapping with me. Check out my Instagram and DM me if you want to get more into it. I am going to start doing some interesting new things. So I'm going to announce that once I get further along the path, but definitely tap in with me. For now, I'll just call it self-development, but it's way more than that. So yeah, tap in, with me, and yeah, we'll get everything figured out.
Cool. So thank you again. We're going to end the room now, but I'll send you off with a heartfelt blessing. And honestly, I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to send you guys off with just a light healing real quick, just to kind of give you like an understanding of just the aspect of it. So let me soup myself up real quick.
I felt it before you used that. Yeah. I just had a little shiver.
Yeah. So what I guys want you, I don't want to say what I want you to feel, but I want you guys to feel what it is in yourself. So just, if you will, close your eyes with me real quick, and I'm going to send some healing light to the room. Right. So with that healing light sent to you, I send you off in this evening, and I hope that you all have a restful evening. And I pray that you all tap back in with us and come back and check us out, because there'll be more in store. So y'all have a good evening.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Love you.
Love you.
Night,
Love you.
You're welcome. Take it easy. Love y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
All right, so we've ended our clubhouse room, so we're also going to end this live. Thank you guys for watching and keeping up with us. If you would like to book a private reading, his information's in the live chat. I've pinned the information, so you should be able to see it. It's all there, and then you know my information in the description box below if you want to book a reading. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll do more collabs. Yes, thank y'all. Thank you, Shaga. We appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.